champions. How are yous? Oh my god. This has got to be an absolute banger. Oh, I've got a band. Sydney-based band. So the local boys close to my heart. I love it. Listen to in over 107 different countries. Pretty sure it's bang on or just over 200,000 streams across there. The EP that was out last year, which we're going to celebrate and have a couple of beers for. Please welcome Eddie and Jackson to Behind the Beers with Beer Buddy. Say hello, boys. What's cracking? Oh my god. Just please. Bear with me. Oh, why does God hates me. God hates me and he doesn't want me to... There we go. Say hi, boys. Yes.
We got it working.
Alright. Sorry about the delay, guys. That was really my bad. We were actually talking for ages and I was just about to hit go live. And then everything fell apart. So I'm really sorry, everyone. Thank you for being patient. And guys, thank you for being patient. Please, I want to know what is going on, man. A year since Dark Matter. How are you guys feeling after 107 different countries, 2,000 streams? 200,000 streams, sorry. Let's...
Yeah, not bad. It's I think, you know, speaking for everyone when I say that it's gone a lot better than we ever thought it would. Especially in such a short time period. But it's been so weird being back and playing shows and actually seeing the result of that, because I think we mentioned in an interview at the beginning of the year, it is like when you're seeing all the numbers go up, there's that disconnect, because when you know, because shows weren't happening at the time, it's very strange to see all those numbers going up, but you know, you can't really put faces and names to it. But then as soon as we started going out and playing shows and we had people coming up to us and really saying they enjoyed our music, was fucking crazy. Like, never would have expected it to grow as much as it has in such a short time.
That's awesome.
I was blown away when we saw, when we breached 1,000 on one song. So to hit 100,000 is still blowing my mind. That's such a huge number on one song in particular.
Yeah.
Mate, what you guys have accomplished in a year is what some bands don't accomplish in their lifetime, or in the whole time they've been together. You guys are still doing the 3-piece thing.
Yeah,
obviously, which is a very big deal, because you have sort of transcended the whole band, like the whole 4 or 5-piece thing, and you've gone purely on 3 blokes that have very, very, very good writing skills just off that EP that you've dropped.
Thank you.
And then you've put so much production value into it. The sound is absolutely phenomenal. Who did you record with? How did this process work with this EP? Because every single track on this one, Dark Matter, is an absolute banger. Like, it's so high energy. Like, that's what I love so much about it. You put it on, front to back, bang, it's all good. I ain't skipping anything. Like, I'm not skipping anything.
Thanks, man. We recorded it with our good friend Nat Sherwood, who Rowan and I have recorded with in the past in previous projects, and he's just... It wasn't even a question of whether to go to him or not, because we'd worked with him on an EP. So we used to be in a band called Vestige, and we worked on an EP that later became the Artisan Grey EP. And he was just so much fun. Like, not only is he he's so dedicated to the music he works on. Like, the amount of times we would be in the studio until just 2-3 a.m. because just nothing we were coming out with was good enough, and he was just pushing us to be better and better and better. And on top of that, you spend half the time laughing and talking shit. So we went to him straight away, and he was just immediately on board. Loved the new sort of style and sound we were going for, and and we had our friend Mark Williamson from Inertia do the vocal engineering for all the screamy stuff, and he absolutely killed it. We just had a really, really good team of people around us working on this. And I think it shows on the EP. Like, I would not do it any other way again.
That's, yeah, I wouldn't either. I'd go back.
Yeah,
I'd
absolutely.
Go back straight away. Eddie, what are your thoughts, man? Like, how was your sort of...
How was your experience?
Yeah.
I kind of came in pretty much like when half of the EP had been written. But 3 songs had already been written, so I was sort of a bit more in the back seat with a few of the songs because they were already pretty much done start to finish. But I was there for more of the writing process for I think it was Hypnosis and Chronos that
Right.
I was pretty much more there for. Apathy, Eclipse, and Deadbeat were pretty much already pretty much finished from start to finish.
Yeah.
So there wasn't much of a input there, but from then on, I was really good. Because I'd never met Nat Sherwood before like joining up with these guys, and then I jump in there and already Nat thought I was a massive funny cunt, so I was happy with that.
Yeah, no, it was
It was
writing that EP. I'm surprised we got anything done. Like, it was like there was so much just like shit talking and having, because he's been our mate for a while, and he loved Eddie, and we just all was shit talking the whole time, and then like it was weird, like coming home after a long session, and then Nat sends us like our progress of what we did that day, and like listening back and like, oh fuck, we actually got heaps of work done. Like,
we actually did something.
Yeah.
It was somehow productive. Best quote from all those studio sessions is just Nat going, "Play that again, but good." Do it again, but good.
Oh, we used to...
That's how hard he pushed us.
Mate, that's what you need. You need a sound engineer that'll just go,
nah, that was shit, do it again. Nah, that was
Like,
shit, do it again.
you can do it
yeah,
better.
that's the best thing about working with him is he knows when to have a good time, have a laugh, but when it's time to focus, he will push you hard on it.
yeah, I remember because he helped out a lot with the production side of things, and really helped us write as good a music as we could have written. So like the first song we ever worked on was Deadbeat. I remember that was a song that I'd written, and so that I took that in, and we sort of sat down and looked at the song, and that was like, all right, he can be very brutally honest, and he just went, all right, this part's sick, this part's sick, this part's cool, but it goes for too long. This part would be cool if it was 2010, but it's not, so I reckon we fuck it off, and this part sucks. And we were just like, okay, and then we sort of rearranged it, and then what he does is he just sits there and he's like, we'll sort of like, he'll be like, what do you think we should do for this section? Because before the album was fully recorded, we did pre-production, which is basically when you go through all the songs and it's like, could anything be better? If so, let's rewrite some bits or add some bells and whistles. And so he just basically, in pre-production, we sat there and he'd sort of hand me the guitar and be like, all right, write something for this section. I come up with something, he'd be like, no, that sucks, try again. And then just like, again, and then he's like, okay, yep, we're onto something there. And then we'd sort of evolve it. And unless we sat there after writing the part being like, holy shit, that fucking slaps, it wouldn't make it onto the EP. And sometimes that'd take us, me or Rowan just there like riffing on a guitar until like 2 or 3 in the morning, just consistently, because we were just like, nah, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. And then we'll come up with something and be like, that's the bit, and then record that.
Mate, Rowan, that guitar he has in Hypnosis? Is that...
Oh, yeah.
He still froths it red every single time.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful guitar.
It's a custom aviator, and fun fact, it's also the first aviator in Australia.
I think it's still the first and only aviator guitar in the country.
Yeah.
Far
And
out,
so-
'cause that's what the fan fret, and it's got that offset headstock thing for the downshooting, doesn't it? 7-string.
Yeah. I don't know the specs of it. I don't want to do it a disservice by being like
Okay.
it's this and this, but I just know that like we were originally we just finished recording a new song which we can talk about in a bit, but Nat was like, oh, I've just got a new mayonnaise. I think that's how you say it. Mayonnaise that we can use to track, and Rowan's like, oh, I really want to use my guitar, and Nat's like, all right, well, give it a go, but you know, if it's not better than the mayonnaise, we may as well use the mayonnaise. So Rowan was like, yep, no worries,
Got
go in.
mayonnaise on it. Use the mayonnaise.
Use the mustard. And yeah, we got like we got like a third into the song, and Nat was like, this guitar's fucking sick, like I love it. And he said he preferred it over his mayonnaise. So they're amazing guitars, and since they're not a huge company, they work really closely with Rowan. Like they've promoted our playthroughs, and they're in close contact with him, which is really nice, being able to have such a like an actual relationship with the people that built your guitar.
That's so awesome, because Hypnosis is just, I don't know what it is. It's just that riffy, like, I don't know, man, that song is just where I'm at. Like I don't know if I'm going to offend you guys, but you guys like are really dynamic in the sense that you guys sort of tip really, like you guys obviously wrote into that real modern day genty real sort of stuff, but you sort of you sort of keep to the roots of the new metal stuff. I don't know whether that comes from your tone. Like the tone on the guitar is just like, it's just, oh my god, I love it. I love every single bit of it. Your guitar sound, the guitar sound in this EP is just one of my, it's just, it grips me. And then, because what got me was Hypnosis. That was a song that really captivated me for Ghost Complex. And then just everything else flowed from there. Your lyrics just,
Oh, thanks.
Mate, seriously, you guys tick every single one of my boxes as far as like heavy metal goes. Like, okay, dynamics, bang. Moshability, bang. Energy, bang, 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 bang for every single song. You guys drop some nice beats. It's got good flow. It's got groove. It's just, it's like you guys. It's like the three of you have literally sat there together and just gone, okay, what is everything that we love about everything? And you guys just managed to make it work as a three-piece at that. That's something special.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's weird because like I like we love we're very proud of Dark Matter, but like looking back on the writing process, there was
That's one.
no worries.
Yeah, step up.
There was no writing process at all. It was just like some songs were written in like a couple of hours. Some songs took days and days and days. Some like Eddie mentioned before, is like Chronos and Hypnosis were literally, what we'd do is like when we had an idea for a riff or something, we'd just, like Rowan especially, would just go, okay, I got something, you know, record a guitar part and some drums to go with it and whack it in the Google Drive to be like 45 seconds to a minute long. And so what we did for those two songs is we just sort of went through all of those riffs that Rowan had in the Google Drive, and we're like, okay, that bit's cool, that bit's cool, that bit's cool, and we literally pieced it together like a jigsaw puzzle, and then sort of rewrote. Sorry, go on, Eddie.
It was just amazing how quickly like two songs just came together that sound very complex, but they literally like written in a day.
Yeah, and it was literally like this bit, and then Nat was like, oh, there's this song Jackson wrote, we'll use the breakdown from that, whack that in there, and then he'd sort of give us the guitar to sort of tweak little bits of it to make it flow as a song better instead of just sounding like a bunch of riffs stuck next to each other. And I remember it was literally after we finished, or halfway through recording Kronos, which was the last song we did. Nat just was like, what do you guys think about having some kind of electronic interlude? And we were like, hell yeah. And then that became Arc, which was originally meant to be like a minute, maybe, of just instrumental electronic
Now
stuff.
it's just own full song.
Yeah.
That I love it. It's a great.
I think it's very underrated on the EP.
100%, 100%. That's another thing that I loved about it. And that's what sort of made me think you guys were sort of tipping into that new metal sort of stuff, because you had that. The tone almost reminds me of like a Korn sort of Deftones thing. It's really weird. Like, as far as I'm, and like I said, I don't want to offend you. I'm like, if you're not Korn or Deftone fans or anything like that, but
No worries.
I'm very much the new metal person
nice.
in the group.
We all like it, but Eddie especially is
That's
onto
what
all
I
of it.
grew up-
No, but
that's
it's
what I
just
grew
that-
up with. That's what
Yeah.
saved me and everything.
And it's just like, as far as I'm concerned, just Korn and Deftones were the stepping stones of 7-string playing guitars.
Yeah.
Like, Korn did it with 2 people. Deftones did it with Stephen Carpenter. You know, Korn did it with Monkey and Head or whatever. But then, obviously, now with say like Animals as Leaders, and especially Periphery, and even now I'm getting bloody blocks. What's his name? Polyphia.
Oh yeah.
Those guys are just next. Like, but you guys are up there. Like, dude, that is some serious. You got some serious. There's depth in your sound, and it's original. I don't know why. It just feels like that, but I love it. I love every second of it. And the fact that you guys are actually saying that your writing process goes through a lot of little chunks, as opposed to sitting there and going through the whole process of sitting down and writing a song. You guys obviously never stop working.
Yeah.
As
We
soon
did-
as there's a riff, bang, I'm gonna sit there and record that.
Absolutely.
It's- That's a really good process. There's obviously a lot to work with that way.
Yeah, we do also do it in a more traditional sense, I guess, as well. Like, it was just Kronos and Hypnosis on the EP that were written that way. And because it came together so easily and seamlessly, we've sort of leaned a bit more into it for our next EP, which we're still working on. But there were songs like... The easiest one, I reckon, was Eclipse. That was like, we were originally going to be working on another song. We had a studio session tomorrow. This is when it was just me and Rowan. We had a studio session the next day, and I just sort of had this idea for a riff, and I was like, okay, let's try recording that. And then I ended up recording a full, 3.5, 4-minute song, just because I was really vibing it, I was really feeling it. And I just messaged Nat, and I was like, hey, I got this song that I was working on tonight, and maybe we could use it as like a post-EP single, or maybe we could slide it in there somewhere. And Nat was like, yeah, send it through. So I sent it through, and he just goes, this is the best song you've written, send me the stems, we'll work on this tomorrow instead. And then we changed like next to nothing we got rid of, I think, 1 or 2 sections, changed the breakdown in the middle of the songs. Added a solo. Yeah, Rowan has fond memories of that.
That's a banging solo, by the way.
Yeah,
like, just
he killed it. He killed it, and just changed some of the like lead parts to synth parts, and it was literally like, I remember when we were like, okay, is that the song done? And then we were like, oh, we need to work on the breakdown. Nat just handed me the guitar, went write a breakdown, played the first thing that came to my head, and that's pretty much what you hear on the final.
Wow.
Song. And I think Nat came in and was like, oh, but we could have some like bows and some open notes here, but it was very like, that song was done in 4 hours, if that.
Because the video is absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, we went with a guy called Ivan. I don't want to butcher his last name. I believe it's pronounced Sariavong. I could be wrong. I'm sorry, Ivan, if you're watching this and I've butchered that, but he absolutely killed it with the video. He nailed it. And then Apathy was the worst. I love Apathy. It's now one of my favorites on the EP, but that song, oh my god, Rowan had a demo that he brought in, and that was kind of like, I really don't vibe with this song except for this piano bit. And so what we did is got rid of everything except the piano, and we were like, all right, let's rewrite the entire song around that piano bit. And because it's such an experimental, weird song, you really have to get it right. So that song was taken apart and put back together and rewritten maybe 5 or 6 times over the course of like four full studio days. And I remember the last day we worked on it, we were like, okay, that's done, we're not touching it anymore. And then Eclipse we worked on after that for 3 or 4 hours. But yeah, it's really like a real mix of different writing things, of like piecing songs together and then sitting down and completely rewriting songs together. And we're trying to streamline that a bit more in future. Like for this new song that we've been ready to release for a while, is we literally all went to Rowan's place, sat in front of his PC, and like sat in a circle and wrote it together.
Yeah, nice. I used to play in a band. I used to love those sessions. I used to love those sessions like that. I've got Jordan Gomez on saying, "Let's go,
Big
boys!"
Jordan.
Big Jordan.
Big Jordan.
Big cousin.
Yeah,
That's my
get it.
cousin.
Oh, let's get it.
This
How
kid.
you going, Jordan?
Oh, mate. See, I love that.
Yeah.
Eddie,
It was so much fun.
must have been hard because you just said that you walked into this 3 songs down.
Yeah.
And quite
Yeah.
clearly Jackson Jackson, you sing and you do guitar part. You help in the writing process with Rowan.
Yeah, so Rowan and I do most of the instrumental writing. Nat helps as well when we get into the studio, but Eddie is since half of the EP was done when he came in, he didn't have much of a chance to sort of put his own flavour in. But with this new song, we really were like, all right, like show us what you want to play, basically. So how was that, Eddie?
Now that you said that you're a new metal kid, Eddie, I just
Yeah.
do it. Do you slap at a bass, man?
I don't in the songs. I want to, but they haven't found the right song that's come along. The right section just yet.
Bass
I
songs
genuinely would love to have a slap bass section in one of the songs.
I listen to a lot of
It's hard now.
a lot of Monuments, so like having some like those like really nice, complex, genty slap bass riffs is something I would like to have in a song at one point. But
if you downtune it enough,
it's got to be the right moment for it.
if you downtune it enough and you play with your fingers, it almost slaps for you.
Exactly.
It's almost the John Stockman. It's almost the John Stockman technique. He like plays it so hard with his fingers that he basically like is slapping them with his fingers.
Yeah.
And
bring that pop.
I try to pick up some of that technique from him because he's just that influential of a bassist.
So I love to hear the way that this process goes, because it's not often. Firstly, you have a singer that actually has chops on guitar.
And drums.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and drums, and can sing, and you said you said off stream before that you got lessons. You get lessons.
I do get vocal lessons. Yeah, because before moving to vocals, I was playing drums for the band.
Oh.
And then when our vocalist left, I was like, okay, I can scream, I'll do it. I could kind of
yell at pitch.
Yeah.
No.
I could kind of sing a little bit, like I'd sang before, like sort of as backup or something. But I was like, if I'm gonna be serious about this and I'm really gonna get stuck into it, I should get lessons. So I've been getting lessons from David Vernon from Bellhaven and Wither.
Yeah, nice. Very good,
Yeah.
man. That's it's good that you that you keep trying to better yourself like that. I got vocal lessons and stuff like that, but that's one thing I actually wanted to compliment you on, Jackson, is your scream.
Yeah.
It's not really generic. No, it's got range, it's got depth, you can understand everything. You can hear that you're screaming from the right place, and that's right from your diaphragm, and you're getting everything done properly. Comes through in your recordings very, very well. I love it.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
'Cause-
You're gonna like the stuff we've got cooking, because the screams have gotten much, much better since.
There's a lot of range. There's a bit of everything in it.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, and Eddie's been helping me out on vocals live, so I've sort of been giving him little tips and bits of advice, because
You need to give me more tips because I still hurt myself a bit.
Bubbles. Do you do bubbles? Bubbles? Bubbles?
No.
Bubbles.
he doesn't warm up. That's his problem. He has
That,
a
bro.
beer before. the
Okay,
show.
I don't have a
no.
beer before the show.
Bro, you're talking to beer
Oh
bubbles.
no, no, he
Nice
doesn't.
to-
No,
nice to-
you're-
I drink iced coffee before the show because
No,
I'm
Yeah.
you know what you should do? Fireball.
save-
Just have a fireball. Have a fireball. I promise you.
that backfires on me afterwards.
Yeah, we'll just or an OP rum, just something to actually burn your insides out, and it sorts you out.
Yeah.
It sorts you out.
Bring some fire, Eddie.
Although
Just
fi-
spirits, solid
as
spirits.
much as Fireball just like it backfires on me so much, it is still one of the best whiskeys.
And if you have enough spirits, you don't really care how you sound after that. So who gives a shit?
That's true.
I might not. The others will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but,
we
but then you have more spirits.
I'll
and
get
then who
I'll get
cares?
roasted.
I used to cop so much shit. But that's the one thing I wanted. Another thing I wanted to ask. So the set list. You guys have got the EP, and the set list must be. When can we expect? When can we expect more?
Oh look, I would love to be able to say this is when we're dropping it, and we have a release date. But our plans have a tendency to get fucking railed. So I'm just gonna say very soon. It's imminent. We've got a release date set. We've been playing a new song live, and yeah, I would say definitely within the next couple months. But it just depends on we've booked a time to shoot the music video. Everything goes according to plan. We shoot the music video. No one's got COVID, and we have to reschedule it. Then it'll be out within the next month or two.
Fat.
If everything goes to plan, I would say no later than February.
Just strap GoPros to the fucking heads of the guitars and just give me playthroughs, man. I love that shit. I love playthroughs.
That was
Especially
good. That
like-
actually, Rowan was wondering the other day. He was like, "Do people actually like watch the playthrough?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So
Bro, I love playthroughs. I actually watched Eddie. You look amazing. Your technique is spot on. But damn, bro, it's guitar. It's just, I love it. Like it's just, I've
Yeah.
never- Can one of you guys answer this question? What is with that little strappy thing on the headstock?
a fret wrap.
A fret.
Yeah, that's
okay, because
basically-
Stephen Carpenter uses one of those, and obviously I can't ask Stephen Carpenter, and I wanted to ask someone as opposed to looking it up myself because hey, free content.
It's
Eddie, you take
pretty
this one.
much. Well, I mean, from what I'm aware of, it's pretty much to stop the other strings ringing out, especially when you're on a extended scale guitar. Mostly
So he has a 28 inch. Is it 28? 28 and a half?
Well, it's a fan fret, so the lower string is probably in like the 28s.
Okay.
But like when you got like 7 strings, 8 strings, or God forbid 9 strings,
Don't be that.
it's very easy to have like those other strings start ringing out when you're just playing.
That
Yeah,
makes
so
so
the
also
much
just-
sense.
The fret
It's
wrap-
also like when it's mainly used for recording. People don't tend to use them live that much.
well, you still use them live.
You can use them live, and there's not really a reason not to. But I think for recording especially, they help. Because it's like if you're doing really percussive sections, like obviously
Especially
since we're
on the
doing a
second
lot of
string.
and especially since we're like doing a lot of gent, there's a lot of like percussive stuff and a lot of quick stops, and it just stops any, like, after you've muted the string, it stops any ring or buzz, and just sort of dampens the sound and makes it a lot easier to control and keeps other strings that you're not using quiet.
There we go. I've learned something today. You're never too old to learn
There you
something,
go.
people. There we go.
No, you're not.
There you go. I was so interested. I was. I don't know why, but just yeah.
Yeah, no, they're very handy little things. You can even use is obviously not as good, but you can just use hair ties sometimes, or
Well, what
rubber
our
bands.
producer used to do.
Sorry.
Our producer, like when we did our EP and stuff many moons ago, he just taped the strings that you weren't using. You just
That's
like
what
get
we do
you
as
just
well.
get like masking tape.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
we did.
Like, what?
we
What?
still
I'm a
use,
singer.
we-
I don't
we-
do shit.
we use-
Like, what?
Yeah, we use the tape as well, just to be absolutely certain
Yeah.
that those strings aren't gonna ring out.
Yeah, there was a lot of even just our producer like holding the strings he's not using, like while Roland's
Or
recording
when
a
he's
bit.
got his hands full, they go, Eddie, do something, and I'm like, yeah, I'm useful, and I hold strings.
See, now that's a serious producer. Like, there's. So I'm just going to read some. So Jordan again goes, saw these boys at La La La's for the Uni V gig.
Oh, the universe.
Universe gig, I think.
Where
it
the
was.
drummer was late. Our drummer was late.
Drummer was late, but they killed it.
Yeah, Seb. We were originally meant to be first up, and our because there was a confusion on when because there was a venue change. There was a confusion on when the doors were opening and when people were playing. So I think it was originally 7:30, and then we got told when we got the run sheet like the same day that it was 6:30, and we're like, fuck. So I called our fill-in drummer Seb. I was like, hey man, like our set times are 7 now. You know how far away? He's like, oh shit, I'm still like loading my stuff into the car. I'll be there as soon as I can. And he sort of fanged it up and had to ask the guys in Singe, which by the way are a really amazing band.
Ooh, cool. I write any band you say, I'll write down.
Okay, it's SYNGE.
Oh,
Great
that's
band.
right.
And like
There you go.
spoke to them. and
Really,
like,
yeah.
hey
No.
guys, really sorry, our drummer's running late. Do you mind if we swap set times?
And they were just like,
And-
yeah, no worries, that's fine. They were very nice and very chill about it.
Yeah, lovely dudes.
Yeah,
That's what you want, man. That is obviously someone that knows the struggles.
And
Yeah.
they're also like, I remember, because I don't think they had any music out at the time. They've put out a song recently called Refract, which I think is, they sort of took all their stuff off Spotify and wanted to rebrand and restart, basically. I remember Rowan and I sitting at the back watching them play, we were like, fuck, these guys are actually really good. Like, it's sort of like a heavier Thornhill with a bit of an electric vibe. It's really cool.
they also did an awesome cover of Holy Roller.
Yeah, they did.
I mean,
They did.
that's easy for a male singer to cover.
Well,
Well, I mean, if he's feeling confident by trying to do Courtney's cleans in sections of other songs.
There's no cleans in...
No,
Holy
I
Roller?
mean, and other, like if it doing any other song though.
Oh yeah. To be fair though, she sings quite low, so
Yeah.
not that hard to hit.
what are you drinking, boys? I can see as if we're on beer, buddy.
We are. I've bitched it a little bit. And I'm just drinking a Summersby.
That's all right.
Um,
It's summer. It's summer. Summer ciders.
Yeah.
It is summer and it's
I'm,
lovely rain
drinking
outside.
Asahi's.
Nice. Oh, you're on the Asahis. Are they long necks?
No, just the standard ones.
Oh yeah, I like Asahi.
Um,
I'm a fan of
so
Asahis.
they're expensive, but like I felt like I wanted to treat myself for a bit.
Mate, why not?
They're just one of those beers, like they're a bit more pricey, but I just wanted to treat myself.
No, but they're
and have a nice
solid.
beer.
But they're a solid beer.
They're just a great beer.
Yeah, they can't. You can't really fuck up an Asahi. Like
Yeah,
it's
Japan know how to do a beer.
they do. I used to work for a Japanese company, but then Americans bought us out.
Ah,
I
bastards.
technically now do work for a Japanese company.
Oh, nice. So, what? Here you go. Let's get into the personal lives. What do we do for a quid outside of the band?
I work as a quality control in a steel frame and truss manufacturing company.
Oh, nice.
So I'm just making sure people are building house walls properly and without mistakes, but also pitching in and actually building the walls as well.
Oh, nice. Gotta get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
It's a full-on job. It was
Yeah.
difficult when I broke my wrist, but
Oh no. That's right.
hence, that's
How
why
did
I'm
that
now.
happen? How did that happen, Eddie?
Went tits up mountain bike riding.
Oh, see, that's what you get for trying to be healthy. If you, it wouldn't have happened if you were trying to drink beer.
I think he.
No, I don't drink while bike riding. That's a terrible idea. But I've always wanted to do mountain bike riding. My friends and I had a whole craze. Like we want to just do some mountain bike riding because we watch videos and all that. It just looks really fun to do, and it was really fun. But I tried mountain bike
You
riding.
need to watch ridiculously.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And then you see what happens.
I mean, I was an idiot. I tried mountain bike riding with a road bike, but you know, we looked past that. It did the whole advanced course and everything. It was the last kilometer on the family course. I stacked it.
Oh no.
You fool.
And yeah, had a small fracture in my wrist here. It was fractured and displaced, and technically, still this day, it's still on the mend, but it's not gonna be fully recovered for another.
How would that
months.
go while you're trying to really stretch them fingers out? Especially
Well,
because you play 5-string, don't you?
yeah, I do. Well, the last gig that we did that the boys had was back in December, the Inertia gig. I was not there for that one because I was at the point where I could play bass, but was well out of practice. So it was just safer to just have someone fill in for me. And
It was also we didn't exactly know when he was going to be fully recovered, so we
Yeah.
sort of like,
Yeah.
shit, we better get someone to
Learn.
fill
and,
in.
and it was already at the point where it was like a week before the gig where I'm like, hey, I can actually play my bass now, no problem. It's a bit late now. Like we've already got that our fill in. He's already like learned all the songs. He's already had practices with the band. It's just like, you know, it's just fine to sit that one out.
And he was a 7-string guitarist, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, Mackenzie, who has been a long-time friend of ours, who's in the band Mirkwood, which is made up of Artisan and Inertia members.
Mirkwood.
And they've spelt Mirkwood wrong, the idiots.
Well, it's better than Hagost. Hagost Complex.
My favourite.
Hagost.
Hagost Complex.
Hagost Complex. God, dyslexic and a sick wife, man. It's never going to go well, bro. Mate, Jordan Gomez wants to know. Any gigs planned? Because me and him are going to get to it and we're going to get blasted.
Oh, please do, please do. We do.
Make a tit of myself.
There was meant to be one. We were booked for one in mid to late February. I don't know if it's going to go ahead because we haven't heard anything since, and it definitely should have been announced by now.
Go play at Hillsong. You'll be able to
Yeah.
play for as long as you want.
Exactly. To as big a crowd as we want.
Yes.
No, yeah, we've got a lot of shows booked in the sort of April, May time, and we're sort of seeing if we can get some stuff before that. But we're going to be playing a lot more frequently, and we're going to be doing sort of stepping up and playing bigger, better shows. And
Nice.
obviously, we've got a new addition to our set list. So yeah,
Hopefully to have more by halfway through the year.
yeah, we're I think we're gonna get most of our shows out sort of early, late year, and spend the middle of the year sort of working on EP number 2.
Nice.
That's
Very
the plan
cool.
at least, and I've mentioned how our plans have gone in the past, but yeah, we've almost finished writing for this next EP, so we're just sort of keen to sort of lay it all out, be like what needs to go, what needs to stay, and then take it in for pre-production and just see how it goes, really.
Mate, I like it. You got a plan? Just got to make sure.
Very vague one.
Well, yeah. Look, the spicy cough will really determine how far. But at the end of the day, work's work, and as long as you guys are keeping busy in your own little spaces and keep writing and keep doing stuff, you guys will get somewhere. Because look, like I said, you're at 200,000 hits, killing it. You're just killing it. The videos are amazing. You've got a good backing. My question is, do you guys stick as a 3-piece? Because I have some opinions on you guys and what you got. What I think you guys should personally maybe look at doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go. What were you gonna say?
Sorry. We're definitely we've been talking to some drummers recently, and I think we're going to sort of move towards being a 4-piece long term. Partially because it's just having to hire a drummer for every show. Like pretty much every time we get paid for a show, whereas that money could be going into funds to recording the next EP or video or whatever, it's going to just directly paying the drummer. And he's a great drummer and we love him. It's just, a drummer's a very crucial part of a live act. And I think having someone there consistently...
I'm starting to disagree with that.
You reckon?
Look, I'm at the stage now. Look, I'm going to admit I'm very old school, and when Weightless told me that they have never played through a fucking amp, I was shocked.
I've never played through an amp.
I was shocked and kind of, I was half offended. Not offended. I shouldn't say offended. I'm like, really, it doesn't faze me. You play, like, you guys are the fucking users. You do it the way you want. And then I went to bed. And then I sat there and I mulled on it. And I'm like, I get it. It's less to carry around. You're being ergonomical in the sense that you're just going there with this one little case that hooks into a rack and you go into the DI. The sound's perfect. You don't have to worry about too much shit.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
That's the direction we're trying to go as well.
It's also like, amps are great, but it's when you've got a certain type of amp and when you've got as many different like guitar tones going on as we do, it's very difficult to switch between all of them on one amp. So
100%.
when you've got an amp modeler or you've got, a digital preamp, whatever, you've sort of got all these different amp simulators at your disposal and you don't really have to sort of make do with what you've got. You've got sort of all these different things, and it's just a lot easier to replicate sounds on the studio recordings live when you've got digital gear that can sort of switch between everything.
I completely agree. Because you look at bands like 12-Foot Ninja and stuff like that. They're using all these new tech and like especially Periphery. Like they pretty much run the whole show off a laptop, and as long as they play everything in time, all the changes will be made appropriately, and they'll hit all their marks, and they'll do everything properly.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing that we're gonna. Mostly Rowan is trying to move towards just the convenience of just like, if we're in time and the next section has clean guitar. I don't think he actually ever uses clean guitar anyway.
He does in Apathy.
One time.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah,
that one time, the whole set needs to be in time just for his one moment in clean guitar.
But continue.
It's just convenient, and it is like because shows give us bands about 15 minutes to set up, and if you've got a cab and an amp and then your pedals and everything, then that takes up time. Whereas like, I just go through my bass and my pedal, my one pedal that just goes through the DI.
Yeah.
And I'm set up in about 2 minutes, and then I can go and help our drummer set up cymbals or whatever.
You don't help drummers. You don't help drummers. You don't do that. That's not allowed.
The plebeians at the back.
Well, okay. So this is what I'm saying.
Saves the drummers complaining.
I know. I shouldn't say that. Like, drummers are a commodity, like you guys are saying. But here is my theory, and here is my thing, especially with you three, specifically with you three. I think you guys could do no drummer for a while. I think you guys could record all the drum parts. Like on... You said Jackson that you used to play drums?
Yeah.
Do the backing track. Do the backing track for the drums on the laptop. I got a 50. I got $50, and quote me on this. I got $50, and I'll say this on the stream right now, that a drummer will be asking you to play your stuff by 2023.
Interesting. It's an interesting theory.
Now, the only reason why I say that is that you guys go through all this stuff of why not just take the next step? Why not be the first? I do understand that drummers are like I said, a good, solid, consistent drummer is like rocking horse shit. They're very fucking hard to find. It's like unicorn shit.
Yeah.
To put it in perspective, and that's
one of the things we also
especially
look for
one
with
that isn't really fucked up. It's like they all have this little, like drummers have this all little. Like, I'm not being a dick. Drummers are the best, but it's like they all have this little group. And I don't know what it is, but it just goes weird. But I reckon you guys could do it. I reckon you guys could be the ones to do it because I've seen it once. Maybe
put drumming on the backings.
Well, put it in the DI and just play along to a drum track.
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
it's an interesting thought.
theory and opinion, but the only reason why I say that is because you guys have got such credentials that you'd be wasting time trying to focus your time on trying to find a drummer. Look at what you guys have done, like especially with you, Jackson. You're already a drummer. Why waste time trying to teach someone else when you'd rather have someone walk up to you guys after a show and go, I can fucking do that, and go, bullshit.
Well, that's sort
Prove
of
the
what
chops.
we've had recently, is we've had some people hit us up and ask if we have a permanent drummer, and we're like, no. And then we've had one guy recently who's gone through all the songs and started learning them. And yeah, another massive thing is like, our EP was not cheap, and as many different people as we can divide costs between is probably better, just because, like, how much did Dark Matter cost us? Like
$1,000 a song. Probably $1,000 a song. You would have probably got $700 to $1,000 a song. For that production value, if you were paying,
we were somewhere in the ballpark, maybe
7-8 grand.
7 to 8, yeah.
We did 5 songs, and would that include mastering?
That included the mixing,
And pre-production, yeah.
the recording, mixing, pre-production, and then we went to someone else for mastering, which was another extra bit on top of that.
That was only like, what, 200-300 or something?
It's
Yeah,
only a
but
few
still.
hundred, but
Yeah.
you know, still the better, because you know, we all still have like, you know, like I just recently had to pay about $2,000 on my car. So like, you know, the more people, the more
life that you have to live as
yeah,
well as trying
there's
to do band stuff.
like
Unfortunately,
trying
it's
to
just a
do
hobby.
rent, groceries, pay off the car and everything.
Yeah.
It's just the more people, like if we have that 4-person to divide the payments with, that makes everybody's lives a lot easier, and
Feel ya.
payments can be done a lot earlier as well.
Because we done it before. I'm not going to mention my band name, but when I did it, it was, we divided it by 5, and got up to the grand a piece mark, and because we went through 3-4 studios when he's really big in the UK now, Antonio Hanna.
Right.
But
What was your band called?
It's called Exist Within. That was a band I
Right.
played in. And that was way, way, way long time ago.
You play guitar?
No, I sang.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I sang. I used to play guitar. Like, I was very bad at it. I did dabble, but yeah, I mean, but that's why I like talking. That's why I like doing this, because it sort of keeps me sort of in touch, because I like to see the way it progresses. How much do you guys actually do at home? Like, do you guys have because I used to use this, like, it's obsolete now because they don't fucking make it anymore. I'll try and show the stream. We used to, like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like a Line 6 KB37, and like that's how we used to do it. We used to do all our pre-production at home, and then walk into the studio, and then Antonio would just go rip everything apart, and then just go, okay, bang, there's a song. Like, okay, we can work with this, we can work with that, we can't work with this.
Right.
How much do you guys actually do at home, like in your own spare time?
A fair bit. We do all the writing at home. And then it's sort of when we've got what we want for the EP or the single or whatever, then that's when we'll sort of take it in and do some pre-production with Nat and just sort of iron out anything that needs to be ironed out, change anything that needs to be changed, add some things on. But yeah, all of the writing pretty much is done from home, or at least it definitely has been for this most recent EP.
Yeah, I think one of the main things that made it easier writing from home is we found, with the new single that we got, we've kind of like going in on...
Whoa. What was that? New what?
What?
New single.
Oh, single. I thought you said new singer. I'm like, what? What?
No.
He's sitting right there. He's like, he's right there.
Yeah, Jackson.
But that's his speech impediment.
No, I have something to tell you.
Oh, fuck. All right.
No,
Going back on the drums, Emma.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
With
I'm
this
sorry.
new single, we've kind of like, we're going sort of like all in on a certain synth sound that we've kind of shaped this song around as well. And so it's made it easier when we found like this kind of dark synth wavy kind of vibe that it was still a bit subtle in Dark Matter, but it's now a bit more prominent, and it's something that we all enjoy.
Yeah.
And it does make the writing process that bit easier, because it's like it's easy to like get a nice synth sound going and then writing guitar to it.
Yeah, it's
Have you ever thought about maybe just getting the second guitarist, and then dividing it that way with the no drummer, I'm just throwing it out. Look, I'm throwing it out. I think you guys are probably like one of the only bands out there that could get away with it for an extended period of time.
Right.
Do you know? Like, I don't think it could go on forever. I'm not saying don't ever get a drummer. Fuck, don't just forget about it. I'm saying maybe the focus needs to go away from trying to finish it, and maybe try and but like you guys said, you guys have people beating down the door at the moment, and I'm not fucking surprised, because
well, that's sort of why we didn't have a drummer in the first place, is because we were sitting on this EP for a while and trying to find a drummer for so long, and then we just sort of got to a point where we're like, fuck it, we can get a fill in for live shows. Like, we don't just want to sit on this until we find someone who's maybe interested and then waste our time doing that. So, like, we'll put out the EP, we'll do this as a 3-piece, and if someone wants to jump on the kit, sweet. And that's sort of what's happened, is we've got a few people hit us up very recently and asked to, have a listen to the drums, like the drum tracks, and learn them. So, yeah, that's been really cool. And that was sort of our mentality at the start, is just we couldn't really wait around for a drummer to release everything, so we just sort of started releasing it. We're like, if someone wants to jump on board, then sweet. If not, then we can keep going as a 3-piece.
And all I'm saying is, you've never seen the drummer from Eclipse and Jackson in the same room together.
That's right.
Oh wow! So when you,
I'm just going to
read some more. I need to throw around some flying kicks to Hypnosis very soon. No flying. Oh, don't do flying kicks. I'm mosh. Jordan, no flying kicks. Jordan says he'll learn drums. No, you won't.
No, for a case of Woodstocks, fuck yeah.
If it's going to sound anything like Wonderwall, and you know what I'm talking about, Jordan, no.
Ooh, merch. Can we expect merch? He's asking about merch.
Yes,
he's throwing around all the questions. You are.
been working on it for a long time, and it is something that's coming. It's something we get asked about on a weekly basis. It's coming. Hard copies and CDs are coming. It's just
no. That's a waste of money.
Oh, why is that?
Why? If you're gonna do that, make collectibles, make vinyls.
Oh, we're doing that too.
Don't worry about CDs.
You reckon?
I'm moving around with the times now. One of the best marketing moves that my bass player, Tinkering Timmy, he does a YouTube channel. It was the best fucking idea, and I look at it now and I'm like, wow, that's just. He made little business cards, right, with the band thing on there and a QR code. Gave you a free download.
I was
$5.
in line
What's
for
$5? What's $5 for a free download? $2.
Yeah, I was in line for I think it was a Papa Roach show a few years ago, and I believe it was actually Wind Waker. They were walking down the line at a Papa Roach show, and they were handing out the cards with the
That's what we used to do.
the QR codes. But then again, I found them without the card because they just started blowing up in the local Aussie scene anyway.
Who was that? Sorry.
Wind Waker.
Cool.
They started blowing up in the Aussie scene, sort of like around probably like just after Thornhill did. So like Thornhill were like that start, like the start of just like that local band that was really making it big in our scene. And then Wind Waker was the next band to come through like a year or two later.
But yeah, to answer your question, Jordan, merch is coming soon. We had an artist, and there was sort of a lot of things of like, the printing company we sent it to were like, oh, this isn't optimized, and the original artist we had didn't really or hadn't done merch designs before because they've got to be optimized to a certain resolution and aspect ratio, and so we were like trying to make that work for a while, whereas now we've sort of gone to a different artist and are now just sort of saving up the money to pay off the designs. So that's all coming. We're definitely going to do vinyls. Sorry?
All your artwork's done?
Not done. We've just sort of spoken with him about
I've got someone
what we
I'll
want.
tell you, we'll talk after the stream. I've got someone that done my old artwork, and he's an absolute, he's a genius.
Hell yeah.
He would be worth looking at. I don't care whether you go with him or not. Like, yeah, but Zachy boy,
No, the more options we have, the better.
But yeah, this guy's a guy that wrote my theme song, has done all my promo and artwork for Beer Buddy, and he's an absolute genius. I'll get you in touch with him.
Yeah, please do. That'd be great. Thanks, man. But yeah, that's coming. Merch is coming.
It's just been a bit of a massive fuck around.
Don't waste your money on CDs, bro. Honestly,
yeah,
you're gonna get 100 cut, and you're gonna have 100 left. You're gonna have like 90 left over, bro.
Yeah, that's sort of what we're worried about.
Okay, think
We'll
about
definitely
this.
do vinyl.
When you go to a live show and you see a band that you like, what's the first thing you do? You pick up your phone. You either go to Google or Spotify and you go see if they got shit out. And if they don't, they have it on YouTube or whatever. Mate, no, like, bro, I can't remember. Like, who has a CD player in their car? Like, unless you got some old.
I do.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. How big is your CD
I've
wallet?
got a mate who only buys CDs as well.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I could understand.
He loves collecting everything.
See, I get that. I could understand the vinyl thing because vinyl gives you a different sound.
It gives you a different sound, and it's more of like a collectible.
It's a
warm
nostalgic kind of thing as well.
And it's the whole
also
routine
more
of putting on the vinyl.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's also just like more of a
definitely don't
collectible
collect
thing to
vinyls at
own
all.
than
What have you got? Or just show me the two you got in your hand.
So obviously we got the Ailstorm one.
Ooh.
Ailstorm and Venom, the Bullet album, best album they've released. I'll
There
fight
you
anyone
go.
on that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, don't get me wrong. My dad, we're generational metalheads. My family. So my dad's a metalhead. He's one that got me into it. We go to shows together. So we're attempting to go to full tilt if it's still on.
I don't think they've rescheduled it. I think it's been rescheduled so many times.
What as?
Jesus, Full Tilt.
I'm surprised that's still being planned.
But yeah,
I don't think
he
it is.
loves CDs and stuff like, and he's got an
Yeah.
extensive vinyl collection. But I just
Well,
don't.
that's the
I
thing
don't think
is,
it's really like for the money it costs. I think you could probably put it to better resources. I think you should do T-shirts. I think you should do. You know what's always a good one? Be fucking stubby holders.
yeah. We've also had the idea of what are they called? Bottle openers.
Yep.
Yeah. The reason we were always going to do vinyl, and we were a bit like
Do it. I'll get one.
50-50 on CDs. But we've had a lot of people asking for CDs. Problem is a lot of them are overseas, so we're sort of figuring out logistics of how to get merch and hard copies overseas. But have finally sort of figured that out. But yeah, we've had a lot of people asking us for both vinyl and CDs, so we were sort of like, oh well, maybe we'll do both. But I don't know, it could come down to doing an Instagram poll or something of like, would you buy CDs if we put them out? So yeah, we'll probably do vinyls definitely. CDs is sort of we only really wanted to do it because we've been asked by people that when are we going to have hard copies and CDs and
Mate, more power to you if you can sell them. But yeah, like I just think, just vinyls definitely. They're like a collector's item. They're big. You can hang a vinyl on your wall.
Oh yeah,
Do you know
it's
what
also
I mean? you can put that up behind you, sort of thing.
I've got about 10 or 15 vinyls, and I've only ever played them in a vinyl player probably once or twice many years ago. It's just nice to have. It's just nice to have them.
yeah.
They definitely are collector's items. I guess CDs are
Yeah.
becoming that way. Definitely.
Oh,
Like I actually got sent a CD from a band that you'll never believe it. Like I'll give them a shout out. Hey, guys, in Soto, fucking mad. Go check them out if you can. But these guys done a 20 track double album for their first release.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. You should check them out, man. It's a
What are they called?
They're called Sin Soto. SINSOTO. And I shit you not, it's chick singer. It's very, I guess I could say 9 Inch Nails-esque. They're a
Right,
three-piece.
sort of
I think
industrial.
they're a three-piece as well. I
Yeah.
think I'm 99% sure they said they were a three-piece. If you haven't watched the stream, go back and watch it. But yeah, they I've done an unboxing on their merch stuff. Wow. And it was just a lot of little things that were really cheap that you could make good bank on.
Yeah.
You know,
Like stickers
One of the
Yeah.
things I like about vinyls, this is why I want to do vinyls, is a good example is this one, Nothing More, self-titled.
Oh, you're a Nothing More fan.
I've frothed over this band for so long.
Bro!
I've even met the boys.
Massive fan.
I love their stuff. But what I love most about it is, you know, instead of just like the standard black ones, you know, you just get the like textured ones that are different colored.
Look at that. See, that is a collector's item. That is something that like.
But since this is so
Like, I
in
went a
my
bit
heart,
stiff during
I
that.
make
I'm a
sure
Nothing More fan,
it doesn't leave its plastic sleeve ever.
Oh, mate, that.
Except
I remember
this
seeing them
time.
at Soundwave. I saw them at
I
Soundwave in
thought,
Sydney.
yeah, my mate won the meet and greet competition for it.
Oh, wow.
And what was even better about him was because we'd been chatting with them on and off on their Facebook page for so long, and like we even went as far as before they found all their old stuff when Johnny was the drummer. We found their old stuff, their old albums
So you're like
and
a
EPs.
fan.
We were fans, and they were even shocked that we found that. But when we won the meet and greet, when we were at the show, we were right at the front on Dan's side of the stage, and we were just like going mental the whole time. And yeah, they took notice of that. Dan was definitely like playing for us there.
Bro.
And then when we went to the meet and greet, they were like, "Oh, these are the guys on my side of the stage." And then we brought up like some of the questions that we had asked them, and then they were like, "Oh, you were the guys that were asking these questions."
Dude, you guys should seriously
And so
ask them
and
to
so
get on
and
the
so
bill.
it's. I'd love to. It's been a while since we've talked to them. And they don't.
Send them your stuff.
Although I think
Send
I
them
have-
your
I
stuff like now.
I do have Dan as a friend on
Do
Facebook.
it, Eddie.
I'll
You know
try.
you want
Man,
to.
because you guys are
Oh.
like, you guys are a marketer's dream. If I was a band manager, shit, you guys are a dream. 3-piece that has done all this, 200,000 hits, and you guys reckon that you guys were sitting in the studio dicking around. Could you imagine if you... I don't want to be a prick and say, could you imagine if you tried? But could you imagine if you tried? Like,
No, we can't.
but that I think that's where it comes into it. You don't.
Yeah.
I think when you
Yeah.
try, it comes across as it's so natural. This whole like I can't get over how fucking good the
I think
CP is.
part of it is also, double-edged sword. Thankfully for COVID as well, because this is when everybody's not really doing anything. People are listening to music just to pass the time,
Bro,
and like,
do you know how
and-
much music is out there for people to listen to? And 200,000 hits got from you, like, bro.
yeah, that's like the thing. Like we were lucky that we managed to break through
in a year.
in a time when there is a lot of music being released and people are listening to these things. But I think it also gave a lot of people a lot of time to discover new stuff as well.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
did, but we're gonna put this into a bit of retrospective. Okay. So Homeboys goes Hogost Complex. Hogost
Augusta Complex.
Hogost Complex have got 200,000 hits. Divided by what's 726?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
like
why 726?
I don't
yeah.
know.
Okay, well that's 2 years. No, you only brought it out a year. Hold on, divided by 365 days, bro. You guys average around 548 hits a day.
That's fucked.
Like, let's just
I think that was also
seriously put that
thankful,
into perspective.
we
Yeah.
got on Spotify. We got onto I don't know how we did, because I've looked this up, and it's I wouldn't say company, but like it's this place that you pay to put your songs on certain playlists, and these playlists have like over 100,000 followers per playlist. But I had a look at it, and you have to pay for it. But apparently, we got put on there.
Which one's this?
Deadbeat. That was
No, but which playlist?
I don't remember. There was the one that when we was just surprised because Deadbeat just kept getting more and more streams, and
No, you deserve it. Fucking killer.
Oh, yeah.
it was
Yeah,
just,
no.
it was just this playlist over
The one
in
from the UK, I think.
Yeah, it was this playlist from
Yeah.
the UK, and we didn't know how we got on there. You got to pay to be on there, so we're just like, okay. And yeah, Deadbeats just started bringing in the streams, bringing in more people listening to us.
Fantastic, man. So good to hear, especially considering like the market is so hard to break into.
Yeah.
And like
I think
like
one
I
of
said-
the selling points as well is people from overseas. They'll listen to any Aussie band because
you're Australian.
it's Aussie like because apparently Australian bands at the moment we're just
Popping off.
When
Well, you gotta
we're
think,
next we're
North
next
Lane,
level.
Polaris, Died is Murder,
I'm gonna say in
Wolf.
Heart's Wake,
In Heart's Way,
but they don't like me saying
Parkway.
that.
Park. Well, bro, those guys are just like those guys have almost hit a generational stage.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
think they
they,
have. They've hit a generational stage. Like my kids listen to fucking Parkway now.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I
They're
remember,
only
like,
3 and 1, but they listen to Parkway.
Yeah,
I
That-
mean-
so that's the thing. Like people will listen to Australian bands because, like I have this guy that I watch called Metal Burb. He's a reactor on YouTube and Twitch, and he's because I've shown him the whole EP, and he just can't get over how good music from Australia is, and he'll see Australian band and he's already hyped for it.
And he's on Twitch, Metal Bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very very awesome guy, very
Cool.
very humble person.
I'm there.
yeah, there was, I'm pretty sure it was, Eddie, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was Nick Nocturnal?
Why do I know that name?
He's this big YouTuber that streams and
He's now
sometimes
he's now
will-
fairly.
Doesn't he do
big on
narration? Doesn't he do narration stuff where he narrates it? Wait,
No.
No, he what he's been known for is covering songs within 24 hours of the song being released.
I feel
Yeah.
like I've heard of that name. He's gone viral somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gotten big, and he sometimes streams on Twitch. And I remember Eddie, like, putting up our song for him to listen to and react to. And I remember he was saying like, "Oh, like, got a load of songs to get through." And then I think Eddie mentioned we were from Australia. He goes, "Australia," and put it at the front of the queue.
Yeah, he's all
Good.
he's all like it's just something that we have apparently. I don't understand it, but apparently, like whenever a new Australian band comes out, it just hits hard. Like Wind Waker is a good example. Thornhill is a fantastic example.
Diamond Construct.
They're another one. It's just I don't know what it is. We just know how to do gent.
Oh no, we're hitting the mark at the moment, and I think that's because the progressive scene was so big in
Yeah.
Australia. You had bands like Carnival, you had bands like Cog, you had bands like MM9, Butterfly Effect.
I was gonna say Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
Guys.
I
think it's
could
because-
spit off a whole but they even Red B at the moment. I don't know if you guys have heard Red B. They're local boys. They're mate. Those guys are like fucking next level. Those guys progress to the next level. They've just brought out a new track. I'm going to do a reaction video of it because I haven't seen it yet. And I want to get them on soon.
Oh, Make Them Suffer is another one.
They actually played Soundwave.
Did they?
Yeah, Red
What
B
year?
played Soundwave first thing in the morning. Like it was like 11 or 12 o'clock. I think it was the same year that Nothing More played.
What
So
year was
they are legit. They are legit. They are fucking good. I don't like mentioning other bands on your guys' stream because this is all about you
Yeah.
guys. But
I think I was too busy being disgusted by King Parrot at that time.
well, yeah,
I was not
a big
not-
king.
no,
Nah,
no.
just nah.
There was something when the singer turned around and poured water down his ass crack that was like, this is not for me.
Yeah, I
There
get
was
it.
something about that one moment where I'm like, yeah. Oh, and also the bass is just staring off at the sun sign and just like,
Yeah, those guys are on another level. Like, I love acid. I used to love acid. I can't. I don't partake in chemicals these days. It's a bit beyond my realm at this stage of my life with children and shit like that. But those guys are on a fucking another level. And if you're hanging out with Phil on Somnio, yeah, you guys are on a fucking another. Like he's appeared in video clips. Those guys have obviously got chops. My old drummer actually, I think, played shows with them with Demon Pyre. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them, but they played show. 90% sure they play. He was bass player in Demon Pyre, and he was playing a show with them guys. I just can't get into it. It's a bit too. I don't know. I want to say train spotting for me.
yeah, I like. We weren't particularly in for it because Nothing More were on straight afterwards, and we were at the front because we wanted to be at the front for Nothing More, and it was funny because my mate was just sitting on the barrier with it, like sitting on the barrier like that, and the singer comes up, he's just like this to my mate, and my mate's just like, fuck it, yay!
Oh.
Even though we're just like, we don't like this, but yay.
Yeah, thrashers are in a whole new realm of their own, man. Especially modern day thrash. Modern day thrash is like a whole new. Like I like Slayer. I'm a Slayer fan, you know, but that's because like my dad sort of inaugurated me into that sort of stuff, like the '80s metal is, and then I got him into new stuff, and that's why we love going to shows together.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not fans of the Parrot. I understand where it comes from. It's that
I
real
get it.
dirty.
It wasn't, and this was a younger me that wasn't like because I only recently like started getting into like particular deathcore bands, and so like that sort of stuff and like thrash and all that was not my thing. I think the closest I got to that was I didn't mind a bit of Gua just because of their aesthetic.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. It's just.
Did you see Guar at that Soundwave?
I did.
I did.
I saw most of it, and I watched
Okay.
Tony Abbott's head get cut off, and I was so happy.
You ready? Are you
Also,
ready?
I would like
I'm
to
gonna tell
respond to-
you. I'm gonna fucking tell you a story about fucking Guar. So I was at that Soundwave. You ready, everyone?
Brenton from Weightless has joined us.
Ooh.
I also like to say yes, Jordan. We're very familiar with the Weightless boys, and they're all legends.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love the Weightless boys. Those guys are fucking good, man. But I was at Soundwave, yeah, and I had snuck some illicit substances into Soundwave.
Oh yeah, as you do.
It wasn't enough for the day, so I was sort of squirreling it away for the corn set.
That was a good set.
That was a fucking mad set.
That to be fair, that was the set that fully sold me on Korn.
Them and that and Rob Zombie that day was my fucking. But and El Nino played that year. Oh my god! So I'm walking through Soundwave, and I'm like, just heavy metal gods, just come up and just someone offer me drugs. So this big cunt comes walking straight up to me, covered in tattoos from neck to fucking wrist, and goes, "Hey bro, do you know anyone that wants to buy some acid?" And I just handed him my wallet. And I'll never forget it. It was a Felix the cat. I remember the little print. I remember the little, and I'll fucking chuck the thing on me, chuck the thing straight away. And I had my mate there with me who just had a kid today. Big shout out, Guy Lant. You know, congratulations on your daughter. And I was there with him, and I'll go, bro, just watch me for an hour. Just make sure I'm cool. If I get through the first hour, I'm pretty much good after that. So I got into the Gua set, and the acid started to kick in.
That would have been so fucked.
It was fucked, man. So Odorous has come out. He's fucking spooging over, like he's got that rank dick out, and he's fucking spilling red water over everyone, and I'm tripping balls. I'm going, no, I've got to get up. I've got to kill this guy. He's going to take over the world. I'll never forget. And I'll start walking to the stage, and my mate, Guy, grabs me by the scruff of my neck and goes, fuck, just get back. He goes, what are you doing? I go, bro, he's going to take over the world, man. Like, that's an alien. That's a fucking alien on that stage. He's going to take over. Look, listen to what he's saying. And then a 10-foot dinosaur, or like a 20-foot dinosaur. Do you remember that? The 20-foot dinosaur came walking out on stage. And then I proceeded to fucking laugh for the next 45 minutes for the rest of the set. And it was cool after that. And the rest of the day was peach. The rest of the day was so fucking good.
What I loved about after the Gua is that you looked around and you're just like, oh, he's seen Gua, because everybody just had fucking red on them. And just like, they were there.
I remember the first person that walked out, I was like, oh, there's been a fight, or like someone's been really injured in the pit. And there was just constant people coming out covered in like red shit. And I was like, the fuck was going on? Some mass shooting or something.
Poor metalheads that decided to wear a white shirt at a metal show. Yeah, that's all it was.
I just followed the trail of like bleeding cunts, and then just got to Gua, and I was like, everywhere. And then they've just got this massive dick shooting blood everywhere. I was like, that's what it is.
Yeah. That was a great Soundwave. That was probably one of the best ones.
That was, man. I remember El Nino played that year, man. That was fucking mad.
Yeah. I managed to convince my mate to not see Day to Remember and watch Bowling for Soup. And he does not regret.
Mate, I held Rob Zombie's hand that year.
Oh, man.
I was right up front for that, and I held his hand for like 5 minutes, and he just went, dude, let go, please. It's like, get off. Just.
I was at that stage for Avenged. Huge on Avenged, and so I was like, I was there for the end of it was the only Rob Zombie song I knew, and that was Dracula. So I was like, I was there for the end of that.
I reckon that'd be an interesting. See, I always think okay. Question for you is, what were you guys actually listening to? Because I'm always really interested in this. I always find that what you're listening to can have an influence on what you write at the time.
Eddie, do you want to answer for me?
Huh?
Do you want to answer for me?
You got to think fucking sort of North Lane for Jackson.
Oh, is he like that hardcore?
I'm the biggest North Lane simp that has ever walked.
Let's just say whenever he sees Marcus, he loses a sock.
Yeah.
Which one's Marcus? Marcus is the
singer.
Oh, the new one, bro.
Yeah. When my dad asked me what I wanted to be when I grow up, I said Marcus Bridge.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little story. Do you remember when the old singer left?
Mm.
Did you ever see Marcus's video?
Yeah.
bro. I shit you not. Me and my mate Timmy were sitting there, and I'll bring up Tinker and Timmy again because he's my fucking homeboy. I love that guy to death. Our bass player in my band, and we sat there and watched him, and he was like, "Oh, you should have a go." I'm like, "Nah, like I'm not gonna have a go with these guys." I'm like, "Oh, like we'll." And then we saw Market, and we both said right there and then, "He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it." Look at the production value that went into that recording. Just the video. The video was fucking spot on.
Well, I mean, if you want, you got another chance. 12-foot are looking for a vocalist now.
No, God, I saw that and I said to my missus, "I'm gonna."
I cried a little bit.
And then I saw some of the people have a crack, and then I went, "Bro, I've been out of the game for nearly 10 years. I can't do that and shit no more." You know what I do?
I'm sad that he's leaving though.
I sing.
too iconic.
You know what?
His voice.
I'm gonna
is too
sound like
iconic
I'm
for
gonna
me.
sound like a prick here.
Also, bye, Jordan. Nice of you to stop by.
Jordan, no, you don't have to go. Just come over to my house, bro. Just come sit behind us. Come over to mine, sit behind us, and have a beer.
Yeah, come over beer.
He lives,
Come over.
literally lives
Come
around
on.
he lives around the corner.
Yeah,
Come
mate,
on, Jordan.
mate,
Come on, Jordan.
Come over beer.
Come on, Jordan.
I've got a
He's
VB for you,
already
mate.
gone. Come on, Jordan.
But those guys, like, I love 12-foot Ninja. Do you know Mr. Bungalow? How old are you guys? So
I'm 25.
You're
Eddie's
25
24.
and Eddie's 24. How old?
24.
So you like into new metal, but you like a new school, like is new metal old school to you guys now, or like where does old school start?
I feel like new metal is old school for me now.
Well, it's sort of come back, hasn't it? With like Sworn In and Alpha Wolf and Dealer and all those ones.
I think Tyler are doing the best job at the
Tyler,
new
yeah.
metal vibe. It used to be
I don't
Ocean
know.
Grove.
I feel like Tyler's great, but it's not very new. Like they're just doing what new metal bands were doing in the 90s. But I grew up on new metal too. Like the first band I really got into was Linkin Park when they were.
I think that's
when they were doing
that's most people's introduction to new metal, really.
Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't even consider them new metal.
Well,
the first two albums, absolutely.
Yeah, no. I understand what you guys are saying. Like, bro, Mike Shinoda, he done an album with a bunch of rappers. I really can't remember what it was called, but it was like the greatest thing ever.
Fort Minor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, that was like fucking next level. Fort Minor was just like, oh,
It was sick.
oh,
My introduction to new metal was Papa Roach.
really? Do you guys listen to any sort of Deftones or?
Deftones was one of one of the bands that's just
Jackson, I
started
reckon
coming
you
in.
should listen to Deftones.
I've yet to give them a proper go. What's the album to go to?
Diamond Eyes, White Pony.
Diamond Eyes is one.
Diamond
Eyes
Eyes
the
is probably
strongest
one of the
stuff.
greatest things ever fucking made.
The song Diamond Eyes is just amazing.
His,
All right.
What I think you should watch is a live set from him.
Okay.
That man is a fucking animal. That guy, Chino Romero, or whatever. Like, I have a man crush on him. I would have Chino's babies if I could get ovaries and a womb and a vagina.
Fair enough.
Like, I love Chino, but that's just me,
That's how I
Love
feel
you,
about
Chino.
Marcus from Northland.
bro. Man, it is so.
I just
I've
wanted
gotta
to
say,
bring
it's
that
so-
up.
Shut up about Marcus.
It is
please.
so weird. No, I get it, because that Marcus went through some shit.
Oh, he went through. Yeah,
And to
I mean,
literally-
Alien was just like.
It
You
was
listen to
like,
Alien and realize what he's gone through, and you're like, holy.
Alien was like a letter to the world for him.
Mm.
What amazes me is that they got so big without him. Why any of them left, I will never fucking understand, because they.
Well, they're now without a basis at the moment, which
Well, he
surprised
should.
me because
Dom should come back. Dom should come back. Like, I don't.
Even like the basis that they had.
The
that just
Canadian
recently-
fella.
I thought he was like, particularly live. He definitely added quite a lot live because his vocals were very good. the fact
I
that
think
he's
he
able to
said
play
it was
those
just
bass lines.
too difficult to tour with an Australian band being from Canada.
Yeah.
You
but-
need to find someone local. So
Yeah,
my mate
exactly.
Timmy saw, like I'm bringing him up again. Timmy saw North Lane the first night Marcus played.
Mm.
He was at that show, and he saw Marcus at the bar.
Oh,
and-
the crowbar would have been.
yeah. And he
Yeah,
looked at
yeah.
Marcus and he went, "You got this, bro." And the story still goes, mate. He looked my mate Timmy dead in the eye and went, "Yeah, fucking got this, bro. I got this shit." Man, that guy was born. It was like the universe sort of did what they did to North Lane to get Marcus into the band. It's really weird.
Yeah, he's just an absolute S tier vocalist and is definitely my main inspiration for vocals. He's just like the amount of shit he can do and that he can replicate it live flawlessly
Yeah, it's
while
unbelievable.
also having a amazing stage presence and getting the crowd involved is insane. And
You were at the
I will-
alien show at the Roundhouse?
Mhm.
Yeah, so were we. Me and Jordan were with a couple of buddies. That was a mad show. That was. It's literally so weird to see guys that you walk to fucking school with. Like, I used to see them in their school uniform, man. Like, some of them, not all of them. And, bro, Westie trash. Like, for me, like, bro, they grew up where I grew up. That's Westie true. We ain't Westie trash, but we Westie trash. And they fucking done it.
They done it.
Yeah.
Bro, you guys are fucking halfway there.
I like to think so. It's a long road ahead, but I like to think that it's gonna sort of just go up from here because, like, we didn't expect this to. I'm not trying to
Nobody
say
ever
that-
fucking does,
I think
though, do they?
one of the things that surprised us the most was, I think, when we released either Eclipse or Hypnosis, we had an article from Japan.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah,
those guys are. Japan is
Japan-
fucking next level, bro. They are the best underground metal scene. You should try and get over there. They will love you. They will lap up everybody.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get him with Crystal Lake.
I
would love to get him
remember,
with the boys.
I remember when the Polaris boys were still really small, like when they just released The Guilt and the Grief.
Haven't those guys gone next
So-
level?
Yeah, I remember my mate was studying in Japan at the time, and you know how in universities and stuff there are little communities and
Oh shit, yeah.
stuff. So he joined this like metalhead community, and he was like, "Oh, there's this really good band from Australia called Polaris," and all of them were like, "Oh yeah, Polaris, we love Polaris," and he was like, "Dude, there are these guys on like from Sydney with like fucking 5,000 likes on their Facebook. Like, how the fuck do you know? Like, Japan is so like
They're next
open
level, man.
and willing to find new
taboo.
music."
They love taboo.
Mm.
Metal's such a taboo thing still over there.
Mm.
You ever seen Metal: A Headbanger's Journey?
Oh, I've heard of it,
Bro,
but no.
please. 3 things you need to do is go on YouTube. Alright? You got a pen?
Hang on, I'll write this
Get a
down.
pen. Get a pen. Get a pen. Look up the Zen of Screaming.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
You got to watch so much on that. You got mad tone. I love your tone. Watch the
Oh,
Zen of Screaming, and just watch the Musical Brain and the Zen and Metal: A Headbanger's Journey, and they're just amazing. They're amazing.
There we go, written down.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm very excited to put out what we've got cooking. We've started working on our EP as well, quite different. But we think it's like the natural progression from Dark Matter,
Cool.
and people will really vibe it. It's from day one we wanted to be like, we don't just want to be another fucking gent band. Like we want to,
No,
like we love
get
gent.
lost.
It's great, but like we want to infuse something special in there.
And-
So like we started putting all these new metal and electronic elements in.
Oh man, it speaks to me in such a big way. Like you just it captivated me. I don't know what to say. Like, because it's so weird listening to a local band and just going, like it clicks. It just clicks so well, lyrically, musically. Because what is it? There's a line in there that I absolutely fucking love. It's something about voices going on in your head.
Oh, there's a few of them.
Because I've got your song going. I've got your songs going on in the background in my headphones. I love the wolf in sheepskin.
Oh yeah,
Hypnosis, like absolutely spot on. You know, like you just. What have you actually, like Jackson? What have you actually gone through to sort of get to this lyrical content? If you don't mind me asking.
No, that's fine. It's oh, I don't know if I should go into. I won't go into like super specifics because someone that was sort of involved in what that song.
Oh, we don't need names. Just
But so there was hypnosis in a wider sense is sort of about. It's about these people who are just brainwashed by the people that they surround themselves with, that they will take as like religious script.
I was gonna say gospel.
Yeah, gospel. And they'll just like they'll just believe it without a second thought. They won't question everything. And it was one person I knew growing up who had parents whispering in their ear and was just being fed all these lies about another person I knew who I'm still very close with. And it's still to this day, like even though this was happening when they were very young, it's still gotten to a point where today it's the same. And it's me sort of screaming, think for yourself. Like, wake up, question everything, and like think that maybe what you're being told isn't true. So yeah, that's what that song's about. It's also a bit like Eclipse, Arc, and Chronos are all concept songs. Those three songs are linked to sort of be different stages of the same event in reverse. So Chronos is sort of about the greed of mankind and like how because of like, you know, everyone wanting everything all the time and all these new religions popping up, it's so hard to find like what's true and what's the meaning of life and all this stuff, and that it's sort of about the failing of the human condition and mankind. Arc, I couldn't tell you exactly what it's about because Alex, who features on the song, wrote all those lyrics. But it's sort of a philosophical look at nihilism, at talking to someone in like a nihilist perspective. And Eclipse is sort of about, you know, God coming down and saying humanity needs to go and sort of
doing the
causing
opposite of what actually
destruction.
happened.
Yeah.
That we didn't get forgiven.
No.
No,
So
left out.
yeah, it's just like that's when you know, talking about pillars of smoke rising and the Earth's veins congealing and like sort of about just, you know, us angering the gods so much that they're coming down and being like, nah, none of this.
Okay. Do any of you guys hold any religious prospects in your lives or anything like that? No.
There are parts of religion I really respect.
Whatever gets you through the day.
Yeah, like I've friends that are Christian, and
I think Christian metalheads are a really big thing now.
yeah,
Especially
yeah.
after speaking to Weightless.
Are they Christian?
No. By no means are they. One of them may or may not be. One of them is. And he holds his faith very strong and true, and I respect that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it gave me a new perspective on things in a sense that it never should have been a thing.
Right.
Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? Christian metal should never have been a thing. You should be a metalhead and a Christian second.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, metal doesn't have any real grounds.
It doesn't have any requirements.
No. You can have whatever faith you want. I've met plenty of Muslim metalheads and stuff like that, and mad respect to them because I know it's kind of frowned upon in some religions and stuff like that. But
Yeah, it's frowned upon in so many religions, but yeah, there are things I definitely respect about it, like the love thy neighbor thing. I can never have a go at. I think if it's a real reason to have positivity and love in your life, hell yeah,
Man,
go
that's
for
what
it.
I'm all about. If that's what religion brings you, I don't want it to bring hate. And that's what I respected about the individual with Weightless. He really held it true, and man, he's a metalhead first, in a sense. Like, you know, like I sort of spoke to him in the sense that we were always like, when I was growing up, we were always sort of like, yeah, you just devil worshippers sort of thing, and it was never the case. Like, I'm not a religious person, but I do believe there I'm agnostic, in the sense that nothing really gets you out of nowhere. So who the fuck knows? I ain't going to question it. But I was just interested to see whether, because what you do, some of the stuff you sing about in there is very, not religious in a sense, but it does hit that religious tone. Like,
Well, even like,
but it makes you think in a broader sense.
it's just sort of like, even though I don't really believe anything personally, it's always something that's fascinated me. It's amazing to me, that just there's this book that is so old and that has been passed down.
It's not that old.
And
Hinduism is actually 10,000 years old. Buddhism is like 5,000 years old. Christianity is only 2,000 years old, and Islam's only 1,300 years old. So they're not
there
that
you go.
old.
But point being is like there's these stories that are so old that have
Also got
really
different iterations as well.
Yeah, I just always found the stories interesting. Like, and I assume a lot of them are sort of meant to be taken as like
Taken with a grain of salt.
taken with a grain of salt. I'm meant to like sort of represent something else, you know?
Oh yeah, it's like
People use them as guidelines as the problem.
I think
Yeah.
I like to call the Bible like a best of album.
Yeah.
Just give you all the right bits. Just give you all the good bits.
Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
But yeah, we won't go too far. I was just interested to see whether, you know, like, yeah, because it does interest me now, because so many, I guess, metalheads now, like, it's not an odd thing anymore to see.
I think it's because
religious metalheads.
Yeah, I think it's because heavy music is just becoming more and more accepted and mainstream.
So good. We're gonna get back to the 80s. We're gonna get back to the 80s where it's just everywhere and fucking you can't get away from it. Just.
I hope so.
I want that, and you guys will be there.
Yeah, we'll be doing our best. And yeah, I just think that, you know, it's coming back, and because of things like Spotify, that, like, you know, you could be listening to, you know, some fucking random pop playlist, and, you know, all of a sudden it's on your daily mix or some artist radio or something, and a heavy song comes on. It's like, oh, this is cool, and it's like, it's very easy to very quickly figure out that it's not all about killing people and Satan. Like,
yeah, for the people that don't understand it, and that's why I was saying your tone is really good in the way that you scream and the way that you sing, is because it's coherent.
oh, thanks, man.
In the sense that you get some bands like Cradle of Filth and, you know, Job for a Cowboy, or this is just the ones that I really know, Job for a Cowboy and stuff like that. It's just really like guttural groaning, really from like.
You look at the lyrics and you think they're not saying that.
Well, yeah, and that's exactly right. But when your stuff comes through, if you appreciate it and you listen to it enough, you can understand every single word, clear, decisive, if you want to. And that's one thing I actually say to people that don't listen to heavy metal. It's like, I don't understand it. It's not the fact that you don't understand it. It's the fact that you don't appreciate it enough to understand it.
Well, there was a thing, I remember, I think it was on the Node tour when I saw Northlane when they were touring Node. What's that band? Hardcore band, Stick to Your Guns were opening for them. And this singer said something that resonated with me a lot. He's just like, a lot of people, you know, will complain to us that they can't understand the lyrics or something. But when I'm screaming at the top of my lungs to you, and you can hear, like, you know, you can hear the, like, power in my screaming, that's a whole different type of understanding. Like, And there's something in the Zen of Screaming that really resonated with me, is when she says, "You're not a noisemaker, you're a vocalist. You need to make sure your words are being heard. You know, you've got a message here. Don't make people have to go Google the lyrics."
Thank you. 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 And that's what I'm talking about. Your tone, Jackson. Spot on.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what else. Like, Eddie, what, walking into this halfway, so you've come into this halfway, you've got these two fucking blokes. Now, obviously, you've clicked with these two blokes, Jackson and Rowan, and by the way, happy birthday, Rowan.
Birthday boy.
Happy birthday, boy.
Birthday boy who's working late.
What's he do?
He works as tech support.
Oh. I should have called him when my stream went down. He could have helped.
Yeah.
I'm fucked. Oh, bro. My kids. I think I woke your kids up.
We'll get him another time to hang out. He's a good bloke.
Mate, I can't wait to get all three of your mugs on. I can't.
We'll have to do it again soon.
Bro, so soon. As soon as you drop the next EP, you guys are on. I was so upset after the Hogos thing. The Hogos. The Hogos complex. And then the stream go, bro, I'm going to my wife. I'm talking to my wife and going, she's like, you're pacing. I'm like, no, actually, like, I really like these guys' music. I don't really want to fucking piss them off. And she goes, what do you mean? I go, oh, I've already had an incident with them. Like, I spelt their name wrong. And then they're probably looking at it all week going, is this fucking dickhead going to fix it?
Like, I didn't notice it until like a couple of days ago.
Bro. And then you guys sent it to me today.
I think I showed the guys on like Pagost, and then we're just like, that's kind of funny, and then we completely forgot about it. Like,
bro, I sat like literally.
Is there anything for a funny
stream
quick,
day.
for a quick laugh?
And as soon as I saw it, I went, oh, that's so Jewish. Hagos.
I mean, to be fair, Rowan in our group chat did tell Jackson to go to the battleship. He meant bottle shop.
Oh, okay. Well, that's autocorrect. I'm just fucking dyslexic.
But you know, he didn't proofread what he was writing.
Yeah, he's an idiot. But we love him.
My proofreader is my wife, and she's not well, so that's nonsense.
Yeah, that's
But
hopefully she's alright.
I don't have anyone to proofread for me, so I always sound like an idiot.
Oh, bro, that's why I don't do the social medias. I just, I'm either half tanked and it's incoherent.
Yeah, it's but yeah, next EP or whenever, absolutely, we'd love to come back on.
Do you reckon? Because I like to try and do this during the stream. We're in probably the last 15-20 minutes of the stream. Do you reckon we can watch a video?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Got a little screen set up. Oh, look at that! I got it already. How good is
Not
this
gonna break?
Bro, you can get it. Go take a piss.
No. The video's not gonna break.
No, the video's not gonna break. I got it all set up on my Xbox. I'm just gonna.
Also, go take a piss though.
Yeah, go.
God damn it.
Go. Because
yeah, no, go for it.
we're going Eclipse.
Oof, alright. So how do we?
We just got in a little corner.
Oh, cool.
on the
Okay,
script.
wait.
I love the Commodore that you're using this, eh?
That is my
That's Eddie's stuff.
Oh, just a little bit of a fan of the Commodore. Okay.
It's
froze.
it's making me thing.
That's a beautiful Commodore. It just froze. I've had it sitting there for ages. I don't know why it froze, but it's been thick. Technology sucks.
Technology does suck.
Fucking
Too much,
sucks
man.
so bad. It's gonna make me quit and redo it. It's gonna give me an ad.
Jackson, you're the most boomer millennial I've ever met.
Thanks, man.
That's so good. What is a millennial? What age group am I a millennial? I'm 36. Am I a millennial?
I think I looked it up yesterday. It's
There's a 2-year gap in between Gen Z and Millennial,
Because
which
I don't
I'm
feel
in.
like I'm a boomer. It can't be a
No,
boomer.
no, boomers
Sure.
like you'd have to be like I think the latest you can be born if you're a boomer is 1964.
Millennial is between 1980 and 95.
Yeah. Millennial. We'll fucking take it.
There are roughly 18 million millennials. How about that?
There you go.
And then Gen Z is 96 to mid 2000s.
It literally does not want me to play your video because it fucking DMCA'd me.
Come on, let's do it.
Fucking
Let's get it.
DMCA'd me. No, I'm not losing the stream. No, I'm not going to play the video.
No,
It's
we're
fucking gonna
on to you,
DMCA
mate.
me. You're a
We're on
jerk.
to you.
You're a jerk, YouTube.
Wait. This is the jet police.
I literally have the band. Like, they are giving me permission. They gave me, like, don't fucking DMCA.
Excuse me, mate. This is a jet
No,
police.
this
None of
is-
that, please.
This is what happens when you get too big for your boots, boys. I can't even play the fucking video. It just goes, nah, DMCA.
Really?
Bro, it
I didn't even
disconnected my,
think-
it disconnected
We're not
my
signed
chat.
to a label or anything.
I don't ever get anything when I play videos on a live stream. That's
Do you
weird.
live stream?
Yeah, it is a
yes.
Twitch spot.
I'm a Twitch thought, yes.
Oh, dude. See, I have a question. Okay. Being the young, energetic fellows that you are,
I don't know about energetic, but yes.
should I stream on Twitch? Like, I don't know anymore. Like, I'm having a crack at this
Go
YouTube
for
thing. Do you reckon I should just move my streams to Twitch, or?
What you can do, because if you're on Streamlabs, yes?
Yeah, but I don't pay for it, so I can only do one
Ah,
lot at a time.
Yeah.
You could.
I am a tight ass.
I mean, Twitch
You could
is
record your streams and then just upload them as videos.
Yes, that's what
onto
that's what.
YouTube.
Well, that's
people
what I
tend
was
to
going to do. I was going to literally
Yeah,
stream to
I-
Twitch, record my videos, upload the videos onto YouTube.
because Twitch is a lot easier for people to find new channels in. It's a lot easier to get yourself out there. And like I'm just some. I personally just see myself as just some boring kind who just plays video games and tries to entertain and tries to be funny.
What do you play
And-
on?
Sorry,
What do you play on?
I'm a PC boy. I'm a Master Race.
Oh yeah,
You
pretty
were
on-
going so well until you said Master Race.
yeah, I know. I've got the.
Hey, guess what, Jackson?
What?
What graphics
Master
card
Race,
do you
fuck
use?
you. 3060.
Ooh,
I'll spin kick you in the side of the head.
ooh. I actually got the new Xbox on release day.
Fucking Manly Oval. Let's go, mate.
Yeah, we should link up. We should link up and play some fucking video games together.
Let's fucking do it.
Fun.
I love playing video games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're all
I
big
never
fans of
I
both.
never think like people ever find my channel, and here I am after 2 years on it. Had like give me one moment. I think
That's
like
so good, man. That you actually guys.
9,000 people have been through my channel.
That's fucking
at one point.
fantastic, man.
Not all of them have stayed and you know, followed and everything, but you know, I'm nearing 400 followers, over 9,000 channel views. It's very
Do you plug
Twitch is
music
very
on
good
that
for,
stuff?
I've done a couple streams where I played Rocksmith, but I mostly play video games and
You should.
just-
Is Rocksmith not a video
Well,
game?
no, what
What?
I'm saying is, hey, do you have your music playing in the background?
I have a massive playlist that has literally everything I listen to,
You should
and
just
the
play
EP
your,
is there.
You should just play your music in the background. And just
Well,
plug- and just
my
plug
friend
people's
my friend
earholes
said
with it.
something that never left my mind. And there's whenever I listen to Ghost Complex, he says I just have Jackson screaming in my ear, and so I just can't have that anymore. I'm just like, like every time it comes on, I just go shut the fuck up, Jackson.
Yeah, that's why you only have it playing in the background on your headphones.
I haven't worked that bit out yet, but like
Right.
every time like it comes on, just like,
what's your
shut up,
Twitch
Jackson.
name? I'm gonna come.
We've played games like Phasmophobia together, and you've told me to shut the fuck up. I'm like, I didn't say anything. You're like, no, I'm listening to it.
Yeah, I'm listening to you again in another song.
That's so good.
It's-
you
it's
guys have got
quite
a mad
fun.
like little family unit going on, don't you?
Well, yeah, that's the
Between
thing,
the
like,
three of you, at least. Like,
yeah,
Until
that's
you
why
find
it's been hard to find a drummer, because you know we try to find someone because you know all three of us, we all play video games and we just vibe with each other on certain games, and it's just finding that other person to come in who's also like we don't expect them to be a gamer, but if they are, then you know, there's
It's
a
just
point.
like it's got to be
Use your
someone
Twitch
who's
stream to
slightly
find a
better
new drummer.
I don't have that kind of outreach at the moment.
You don't know
tried.
that.
It's still a small channel, but it's like it's just someone that we can just like, you know, even if they don't have a gaming setup or anything, if they have a PC and just or anything to put Discord on, we just sit chill and just talk shit to each other.
Man, because I would love to do this with you guys again, especially with Rowan.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like,
Rowan does like to talk shit a lot.
Oh, bro, I can talk shit all night, especially if I've got a handful of cans on me.
We'll definitely do it soon.
And I won't show the stream, but I'll show you.
What is that?
Haha.
Oh,
The shirt.
Love it.
anti-coffee. Yeah. Nice.
The anti-coffee.
The anti-coffee. Yes, anti-coffee is right.
I haven't heard that before.
I've never heard that before either. That is a new one. I love coffee.
That's what I like about being around Jackson and
coffee.
Rowan. They're just quick-witted.
Bro,
I
I have to have a coffee before I go on stream. The only problem is normally if I have to work the next day, I can't go to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Man, you guys said that you might have something to play for us. Do you have anything to play for us?
I can give you a quick snippet of a new song.
Just a tip. Just let me put a tip in.
Just a little. Let me just test the level. I'm gonna mute myself. Just test the levels. Give me.
Cool.
You might just put just a little tip.
Eddie. What games do you
Yes, sir.
play? Do you COD? Do you
I've
zombies?
been. Actually, I made a couple mates of mine. They were meant to do zombies tonight, but since I have work tomorrow morning, I cannot do that. But they do. We do. I play a bit of zombies every now and then. I'm trying to get myself out of Overwatch because it's such a toxic game.
Back for
But
blood, man.
Sorry,
Back for blood.
I've been wanting to play that,
I've got it.
and it's
We could
obvious
stream
that
that together. That'd be good fun.
You should.
I definitely don't play Overwatch a lot.
I fucking hate
Um,
Overwatch.
He's got a diva cosplay suit. in
No,
his
I
fucking
do
background.
not.
Is that the purple thing in the background?
It absolutely is not. It is.
You can blur
That,
it
why
out
do you
all
think the
want.
back? Why do you
When
think
you
it's blurred?
you clicked before, and you clicked right over it, and it was like your click resonated through the screen, and it showed it. I'm like, oh,
Oh no. Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
would we like to hear roughly 10-15 seconds of a new song?
I'll take it.
Do it, dude.
That's all it takes me anyway.
Brag
Relatable,
about it.
man.
2 kids,
10 seconds. Brag about it. Fuck.
5 seconds to
Alright.
cuddle.
Here we go.
That is
It's terrible, but
horrible quality.
I'll tell you what. Are
What-
you
what
guys going
What
to be?
section I'll do it? What
Well,
section
hang on,
I'll do it?
wait,
I got a
screen
proper
share.
mic.
Oh yeah, you do
I got
it.
a proper microphone.
Play from 20 seconds in.
20 seconds in. All right.
Like-
I got you.
15, 20 seconds.
All right, I got you.
Because that, I could hear that, and it almost sounded like a bit Static Xy, like that real sort of like phrasey.
Maybe.
Maybe.
There you go.
Oh,
Tell me when to stop.
Wait for it to like get before the pre-chorus.
yes, so much yes. Oh, so much yes.
Yeah.
If that's
So,
what you got, just because that's one
We've
thing.
gone for a heavier vibe with it. I think we're going with much of a heavier sound for this next one. And I think one of the main influences I want to say is like the Doom soundtracks are good influences to have for it.
Bro,
Yeah.
banging games.
I unironically listen to the soundtracks just because they make me feel like I'm powerful when I'm just
You are powerful,
when I'm just a small boy.
But
It's a small
that
boy with a
just-
big
that,
heart.
that just obviously goes to show you the way you actually think about your music.
Mm.
As in,
Well, the thing,
you think about it a bit more broader than just. So obviously you're not just working on the jam; you're working on the whole song.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're also looking at like the future vibe of the whole thing going forward, like not just the music but the visual aspect going forward,
Yeah.
which is something that our new song is going to put into place.
Yeah.
Like once we release this new song, then there's a full image that the band is going to be taking.
Is that, do you guys mean like that as in a look that you guys as a band will all be taking, or just
Yeah,
video clip?
yeah. I think a good example is Northlane is one of those bands. It's like when they released Alien, they like started change like the clothing appearance is something that changed with each album to
Because
suit
to me,
like the whole
when
feel of it.
Alien came out, they did the whole Mudvayne thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's one way to
And,
live.
and literally, like they literally followed their path, and they done it so well, and they marketed it so much better. Obviously, because they had such a bigger platform to do it on at the time. But
Yeah.
in a sense, they kind of done it like Mudvayne, because Mudvayne did that whole
Yeah.
alien thing, and
We're
it
excited
really-
we're excited to change everything up because it's
Yeah.
going to be a different sound. It's going to be a different look, and we like.
it's also
It's
going to be
the
nice
same
to
in-
have an aesthetic live as
Yeah.
well.
So it's
It's
not
something
just
that we
going to be a
didn't have.
live. It's not just going to be a live musical show. It's going to be one for the eyes too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we've also we're just sort of revamping everything because Rowan and I especially is as I said, we started writing Dark Matter in January 2019, and not too long ago we sort of listened back on the EP, and we're like, okay, this is a sick EP, but as you grow, your taste in music changes, and so we're like, okay, well maybe this was cool, maybe wouldn't have leaned into this as much, maybe we should do this more, and we sort of went back and sort of analyzed how we would do things differently. So, like, we're all very proud of Dark Matter. We're super happy with how it came out,
Bro,
but it's not exactly what we
200,000
listen
hits.
to.
If you can't be proud of, like, bro, that's
yeah.
Yeah.
bro.
So, like,
I wish I
we
could give
just-
birth to 200,000 likes. Like, my God. Rowan's on!
is Rowan on?
Yeah, Rowan's on,
Get
Rowan.
him in here.
Drac Mature.
Bro, bro, get on Discord, jump on the chat. Come on.
I don't know if he's home still. Maybe.
Either
Are you
way,
home, Rowan?
I'm so happy. Chat, happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. Fuck.
I'm gonna see if I can get him in here.
Because man, we've been going 2 hours, and it's felt like nothing. It has literally felt like this. I love these chats because you guys actually teach me so much. What do you actually think the scene? Like, you just come off that back end, so you just done that sold out show with Inertia, and I'll be honest, they don't do it for me. They're good. They're fucking good.
Mm.
But I don't know. But that I might have been in the mood that day. It just wasn't tickling my pickle. It wasn't tickling the date like you boys were at the time. You just didn't hit the spot. Because I was listening to it on my phone, and like I've got to probably give it a proper listen to it on my headphones. But the look of them, I love the look. Like their video clips, fuck it. The unassuming metalhead.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they got. I love that. I love that look. It's just like, dude, these guys are a bunch of like I don't know, but they just don't look like what they do.
Yeah, they're I've heard some of their new stuff. Like when Mark was tracking my, because they've been sitting on so much new stuff for ages since they haven't really been able to tour. Rowan's asking how he can join. Hang on, I'm gonna see.
Jump on
If I can
Discord.
get in. I think he's on. Oh, Archives, there we go. Okay. There we go.
There he
Oh shit, Rowan.
There he is.
Dude,
Oh,
I
hello.
am so happy. That is so awesome. Fuck yes.
That's enough. You can leave now.
We have
is.
we have officially got all the boys from Ghost Hogost Complex.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hogost.
Fuck yeah.
How you going, man? Happy birthday, bro.
Oh, cheers, man. Cheers. I'm going good. How are you going?
Man, I am flying. I've got you boys on. You guys are all having a mad chat. We're having a mad time. I'm sinking beers.
Fuck yeah.
My teeth are swimming.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
probably going to take a piece in a second. But we'll hold out for as long as we can.
Mm.
But man, congratulations on your 200,000.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
See,
Like-
because I can't imagine what, like, I could only, like, we hit 1,000 and I was like, fuck, theirs getting thin.
Yeah.
Bro, you must be on.
I don't think about the number until like someone mentions it and like, oh fuck, we actually have had that many streams on the song.
Because what
like-
did we
like-
do the math? It was like 200 or 400 and 547 hits a day?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
Something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Like it popped off so many times when it went on playlist, as you probably discussed already. But like also Jackson may have mentioned as well, it's kind of crazy for like fact like we were in a band beforehand in Vestige, and then like nothing really went seriously, and then like we started this band, and we released this EP, and we're like, oh yeah, we'll just see how it goes, whatever. Not like piss all promotion, and then we're sitting on 200k streams.
Bro,
Yeah.
that-
like,
that just goes to show
We
you hitting
didn't
the
go
mark.
with like any like proper promoters or anything. We didn't pay for any of that. Jackson just went, oh, I'll pay for some Instagram ads and
The rest
yeah,
of
some
it's back for
Instagram and
yourself,
Facebook
man.
ads, and it actually worked fucking wonders.
That's excellent. That's so good, man.
Moral
It's
of the
so
story
good
is
to
I'm
hear. It's like a the Cinderella story for metalheads.
yeah.
And you guys have got a
True.
mad cult following. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You guys are like falling into that. You're at that cult stage where you got this mad little backing. You got consistent viewers. You got consistent listeners. I'm one of them. Fucking my cousin's one of them. I try and get so many people. Like I'm just like, just push it. You got to listen to it. You got like, bro, it's a 3-piece from Sydney with no drummer that has done this.
Yeah.
Put that into perspective. Like
Yeah,
think about it on the broader spectrum.
It's
And
fucked.
you literally, and you guys have done it in a way where it's like you've got Jackson can drum, can sing, can play guitar. You got Rowan, bro, I've watched
Ron
you play,
can play drums as well.
bro. On guitar,
Keep
you are a
forgetting.
fucking G, bro. I'm gonna say it straight out. I've been so hoping you'd fucking jump on.
Oh yeah.
Nothing against these guys, but
He was
I wanted
frothing
to
about
ju-
your guitar earlier. Don't get
Bro.
it out, otherwise he will pop a stiffy.
I
Oh, the
did.
guitar.
I already have 3 times.
Oh, there it is. Okay, yep.
Bro, that thing is beautiful, but what gets me is that hypnosis, because that's the song that got me for you boys. Bro, it's like a bass gut. It's not a lot, but it's so much. Like it's got the riff is nothing, but it's got so fucking much. Where
That's right.
the fuck did that come? Like where did just muting out you like how do you get that sound?
The harmonics. So it's actually kind of funny because the reason why that whole riff came to like fruition, I guess, is well, Jackson is an avid lover for harmonic notes. He just always does harmonics, and we like to call them wanks.
Wank, wank.
WHENKS, not the other
So you
way,
gotta-
not the
Well,
blasphemous
Hanks.
way.
Wank.
Yeah, that's it.
Wanks.
Wanks.
So when you listen
Wanks.
to Deadbeat, you can kind of like sound it out. It goes wank wank better to wank wank.
We used to do
Yeah,
the bucket
so-
of chips.
Bucket of shit, though.
No, you
But-
ready? Bucket of chips, bucket of chips, bucket of chips, bucket of chips.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when you say
Meow.
gent to a gent riff, you just
Yeah.
go to the gent to the gent to the gent.
So Jackson loves doing that, and I think a lot of that riff was like a combination of a bunch of like little demos that I had and also what Jackson had, because we were writing a lot at that time, and actually Nat and our producer and Jackson challenged me to pretty much write like a riff a day, sort of what they wanted me to do for 2 weeks. So we had like a crap ton of stuff coming in, and we came into the studio that day to write that song, and we wrote that song in half a day. Like it was just that it just kept on
4
going.
hours.
Yeah, because we had another time to do another song, which I think at that time was Kronos. So
Yeah.
we just smashed that one out, and it was just a bunch of like riffs that I had, and like that little make them suffery sort of section in the middle as well. That was something else that we just managed to fit in there as well. And so the thing about that song that makes it so I guess impactful, even though the riff's so simple, is that it just keeps going. It's just an onslaught the whole time. Like you start listening to it.
Well, it's literally the riff that never ends. If you can do it like that, it's beautiful. It's like what got me with that riff, and this is what got me with Ghost Complex as a whole. For me, that song is my favorite.
That's probably my favorite off the.
It's just got so much moshability. It's just
my favorite to play.
Bro, it's like it's fun to watch because you can just sit there and just fucking rock your head straight off your shoulder.
It definitely goes the hardest live.
Here's how I base my songs. If it makes me want to rip my teeth out with a pair of pliers and put my head straight through a fucking wall, it's a great song.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, we had actually a good funny thing when we were writing Apathy in the studio. We made up the thing like, oh yeah, this song is so I feel like punching my granny at the moment. Like that's what we felt.
That's
like.
what I'm saying. It's like I'm gonna flip my desk. I'm just gonna flip my desk like with all my streaming shit on it. Like bleh.
Good.
Yeah, Nat kept saying like this makes me want to like punch my nan, and then we got a comment when Deadbeat came out. I think it was something like, "Oh, that riff makes me want to spin kick my nan over a fence." Or something.
Mate, you guys are so in the right direction. Like fucking so badly. Like, what are you like? Okay, just give me a second because my dick's about to explode because I need to piss so bad.
It happens.
It's so bad. So I'm gonna have like my little intermission screen. Everyone, go
right.
take a piss and do whatever you need to do.
Let's all go for a piss.
Because seriously, I now that I've got all three of yous on, because you guys are obviously like the brain trust of the whole situation here. I'm gonna try and convince you to do the no drama thing. I'm gonna take a piss and we'll talk.
Okay.
I'm gonna piss as well.
Oh, okay.
Of course you are, Jackson.
I need to piss, but I'm a big boy. I can hold on.
Good boy, Eddie.
People keep track of them.
Top 10 anime pisses.
Yeah, dude, that was my top. That was my top 5 piss. It was great. Oh, every single bit of that. Oh, so good. All right, thank you so much if you stay. So we got Ram. We got everyone. We got Ghost Complex officially.
Sorry, one sec.
Yeah, dude, dude. Let's talk about Rowan's guitar, dude, you got an extensive collection sitting behind you. What the fuck is going on there?
Oh yeah, the guitar. Yeah, so so I've got like 3 acoustic guitars, which are the back 3. Like if I point there,
Do you ever
there,
write? Do you
there.
ever write with your acoustic?
Sorry,
Not
Doug's
really.
been alright.
I used to a bit of R complex law or Rowan law. I used to do classical guitar up to grade 7, and then I stopped.
He keeps
So,
them.
like,
He keeps them in
I'm
case he needs to
classically
whip out
trained.
Wonderwall.
So you can do the finger stuff, like the flamenco
Yeah.
finger stuff.
Not as well because I haven't done it for a fucking long time. But like, so I've got 3 acoustics, and I'm just gonna show them. Just why not? This is one that I made for my year 12, which currently is in pieces because I got to do a bit of work to fix it. Which
What
is, it was
the
pretty cool.
fuck?
It's
Dude, it's
yeah,
a solid body. That's a neck through body.
No, this one's not neck. I actually did make a neck through, but it's currently
Neck
sitting
throughs, man.
behind me.
Dude, that. Wait, that's made from 1 block of wood.
That the body is one. Oh, it would take 2. It's yeah. So I made that for year 12 for my HSC. It worked. It was pretty good then, but yeah, I've just got a bit of work to do with it at the moment. Which I kind of want to get up and running because it's got some bare knuckle Blackhawks in it, which is the fucking best. Moving on. We have the classic Ibanez 6-string, you know, the typical Dragon Force one.
The RG.
Yeah, that's the one. So that one's pretty cool. Oh fuck, it's all tipping over. So this one's just like one that I used when I was
I
playing.
love guitar collections. Oh. What have you got,
Moving on.
Jackson?
What have I got? I'll show you mine after Rowan's.
We have the 6-string multi-scale ET guitar, which I traded for my old 7-string I had, which is a legato.
The red one goes fast.
This one's actually really cool. And it plays really well, especially for like periphery, because I like playing periphery stuff sometimes if I can.
You should do playthroughs, man.
I actually have been wanting to, and I've been trying to film some, but I get lazy. And this is the Chonky Boy.
See
This is my
that?
8-string. This is the 8-string Black Machine copy, Chinese made.
Okay, so here's what I want to know.
Yep.
So you got that weird fucking headstock there.
Oh yeah, this like weird like cutout one.
Yeah, does that do anything as far as tuning goes?
Maybe in these cheap copies, yeah. But in the case of because the Aviator has that as well.
That thing
This
is
my
fucking
baby
sex,
one.
man. That like
So that's like the same thing as well there. This thing is fucking hectic. It's even the camera can't even pick it up. It's so hectic.
no, it's the fan, like the fan fret, everything about it. It just I love
Yeah.
every single bit of that guitar.
But yeah,
Oh,
the headstock's the exact same like with the cutout. But they put like a plate.
Eddie, get
between
yours
the-
out.
Mine
And
is
also
very,
get your bass out.
Get your
Oh,
bass
okay.
out. Oh, that's what I meant. Oh no,
my
Not the
collection
schlong,
is
just the long.
very inferior.
because man, that like I saw your guitar and I like.
Yeah.
I can't,
so-
like, I can't express how much I love Hypnosis. I fucking love that song. That just, oh,
Yeah, the playthrough was really fun for that.
bro, the video clip is fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
what got me. I was like, look at this guy. I've never seen anything like that in my life. And then when Eddie was on there, just so tidy and tight, like, you looked a bit prim and proper for a new metal kid, man.
That's something he's never
I've
heard
gone
in his
through-
life.
I've gone
That was
through
actually
stages.
filmed in this room that I'm in at the moment as well. That video.
I don't know if you remember in the what was that other the weightless stream? Yeah, I'm that token metalhead guy with the baggy shorts and the fabric belt. So I'm that guy. So I just daggy all the fucking time. I just look like shit all the fucking time.
Oh, that's right.
But
No,
show us
we
your
don't-
bass again, Eddie. Show us your bass again. Lift it
So
up.
I've only got the one. I want to get another one because Ibanez have released something that has made me frothing. But I use pretty much on a
blurry.
budget base. No, it's not blurry now. It's
That's
a
okay.
nice.
it's a LTD
Yeah.
B205.
Man, LTD makes solid fucking guitars.
It's
in general.
actually yeah.
Yeah.
I mainly got it because Rowan and I are both a massive fan of like natural wood bodies. And so when I saw this one I was just like, yeah, I've got to have this because I had
What's a
a
look
slight-
you don't see anymore?
yeah, I mean
And it's
as
a
like
standout.
I've always wanted a dig wall just because they have one of the best sounding basses for gent and metal in general, but I kind of want to go
Just get
a
the
bit
Ollie,
more
just
of a
get the Nolly signature series. The fan
yeah,
fret.
pretty much just the NGs, but with the new Ibanez bass that they've released, I want to get that and go a bit more of a like the non-orthodox route of just this like the industry standard. I've already got like a dark glass pedal, which is the industry standard for metal basses at the moment.
And you run that all
yeah.
through the DI and stuff like
Yeah,
that
I
as well.
just go because they have a cab sim built into it, so I just go straight into that and throughout the DI now, so I don't need to worry about an amplifier.
So do you guys sort of set a tuning? Because obviously it would be hard for both of you, Rowan and Eddie, as far as switching up guitars go. Do you guys just sort of set the tuning for an EP, or do you guys have that program on the little computers and the DIs where you can actually change your tones on?
So this is also I was just gonna quickly mention we got asked about a show in chat. Have you guys talked about that yet? Our next show,
the one that's possibly in February.
Quite possibly.
Me and Jordan will be at that. So
It
fucking cool.
has been cancelled.
It could have been cancelled. We don't know.
Because
It's a
everything is
50-50.
uncertain.
But yeah, when is it supposed to be?
It hasn't been announced, but it's supposed to be on the 18th of February. I don't think it will be. Because usually shows get announced at least a month in advance.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm sure they still want to do it. It'll just be postponed. We just haven't heard anything about it yet.
Yeah,
I'll be there with my mask on.
See what? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Otherwise, we might look at something around late April for a show.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever thought about going down the route of doing a in-house recording for
Yes.
Yeah, like do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like you just sort of
there's a lot like that goes into that. That's the only thing that why we haven't done it yet. But
Tito in the fucking chat.
Yeah, T-Bo's there. Yeah, so we know him. He's a T-Bo in chat. He's come to like every single one of our shows except for one when Victoria border closed because he's from Victoria.
Oh, serious.
Yeah, so he's
come to every
he's
single
up there
show.
with one of our VIP kind of fans because he's
Ghost Complex simp that has become a very good friend of ours.
yes.
That's so beautiful,
So,
man.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful story. But in saying that, you've done your job. As long as you touch one person.
We
You
have
music got through to me, man.
He traveled all the way up for our first ever show, which was
So good.
really awesome, and then came to a couple others.
How do you guys find the transfer with working from such a well-produced album to moving into live shows with, I guess, randos?
So this kind of goes back to the whole like I guess like your question beforehand anyway of the tuning and stuff. So as you know, obviously we've got the DIs and everything because I control the DI like backings and everything like that. And for the case of like my guitar tone, I've got a bunch of different changes live. I have that all automated, so it automatically changes for me. And
As long as you stay in time.
yeah, well that's the drummer gets to click, so he always stays in time. We want to get like an
click
in-ear
tracks are the best thing
system
ever.
built. Oh fuck yeah, no they are. But we want to get an in-ear system built, but it is very expensive at the moment. So at the moment, we just have to rely on our drummer and hope he doesn't fuck up. Otherwise,
Innies
we'll
are
get
so
it.
fucking. But
I
see, this brings me back to my point. Why
Yeah,
would you want a drummer to fuck up when you can just record all the fucking drums yourselves and do everything you want?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about a drummer fucking up, dude.
Because it looks
like I
cool to
said,
have a bloke at the back doing these
it's
ones.
energy. That's one thing as well.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It just means, look, I understand, and I've been there. And I'm the first person, I've always been the first person to say, they need a drummer. They need a better... Bro, I think I'm looking at the only 3 people on screen now that could probably get away without it. Like I said.
I think the thing I want most with a drummer is the photos afterwards, just so they can just zoom in on drummer faces.
I want to see their calves.
Oh yeah,
with some of your double kicks that you guys got going on, I want to see their calves afterwards.
I would love Ghost Inside's calf.
Oh really? Does he have a calf in the cow and shit?
Calf.
Like calf muscles, like in the back.
Yeah. No.
Eddie, that's just one more person to be taller than you.
Oh, bro. Look,
Got him.
look.
We love
I
it.
love Ghost Inside's drummer so much.
I'll
Such
stand
a
fucking
trooper.
by this. You guys go in without a drummer. You guys by the end of 2022, you guys will have a guy, guy or girl, going, I can do this. Because you need like a Matt Halpin. You need like something.
Yeah, we need someone that's really tight. And that's the
And also a good drummer.
yeah, that's it. True.
Oh,
It's got to go both ways. I mean, how are we gonna enjoy the after show otherwise? But like,
Yeah.
the one thing that like our fill-in drummer Seb, who's been like helping us out shows and stuff, has been is like telling us, is like, you got to have a drummer that's really tight, because otherwise it kind of the set falls apart if they're not
There's
tight.
a heartbeat, man.
Especially with like backings and click tracks and all that. Like, it's just crazy. So
I
we need
remember.
those to be perfect. Otherwise we're pretty much screwed, and we're just gonna like be the worst thing ever. But you'll
But
probably
that's
cry.
what
if
I'm
you see
saying.
it.
I mean, with the technology that you guys use,
Yeah.
especially considering you guys don't use in-ears, you like the three of you. Obviously, it's a very expensive fucking ordeal trying to get that kind of equipment. Would it be? I'm not trying to convince you to do it. I guess I am in a sense, because I want to. Like honestly,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
want to see I want to see a band kick
Without a
people in the nuts and just go, yeah, we did it without a drummer, and people want, because you guys are at the stage where it's like, do people ask to play with you?
Like bands or
sometimes.
drummers?
We've again, the drummer we've had recently just hit us up because he was really keen on our music. Also, one of the drummers we've been speaking to recently.
Because I would want to get on that gravy train if I could drum, and I would get on this train, because it's,
Get on the train, man. Start learning drums.
no.
You get to play drums in Ghost Complex, and you get to be close to Eddie. Like, what can you not want from that?
Well, I mean,
you get to make me feel. You get to make me feel inferior due to height as well.
I'm actually probably closer to Eddie than both of you boys, because
Oh, fuck.
I'm actually right near Campbelltown.
Oh, unlucky. Sorry about that. I'm kidding.
No, I mean,
I'm kidding.
You're in the
to be-
proximity
Wow.
of
Wow.
As long as it is a
I'm
Minto,
kidding,
you're
man. I'm
fine.
kidding. Don't
As
worry.
long as it's not
No,
Minto,
like-
you're fine.
So I'm near Cobbity.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying Campbelltown's bad. He was saying Eddie's bad.
Okay. Well, I grew up in Greystanes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't disagree with Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Actually, Greystanes is not too bad, actually.
All Greystanes is where the North Lane boys from.
Fuck yeah. And we
Well,
stand North Lane, don't we, Jackson?
Bro, you
I know, I
rep
certainly
that
do.
jumper in every single video clip.
Yeah, I know. You know why? Because it's the only band jumper that I like wearing because it looks cool.
Bro,
Yeah.
Man. You guys, honestly, for your first EP, you did better than North Lane. For their
Yeah.
OG
The very
members.
first- What? Hollowed? What is it? Hollowed what?
Hello,
Whole
world.
existence.
Hollow Existence. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the Wikipedia here, mate.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
Jackson.
it's
is
good,
also-
it's really good to see fans, and it's good to see. You know what? One thing I fucking love about Australian metal now, you guys don't idolize Americans.
Yeah. I don't
That's
think I've
beautiful.
ever really like.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful, beautiful. Like, it obviously means that Australia has made such a big impact on the heavy metal industry in general, that now we've surpassed the whole idolizing Americans, and we've gone to homegrown locals where you get 12 Foot Ninja, you got Polaris, you got North Lane, you got how many have I fucking written? Thornhill.
Fuck.
Like, we could go through so many now. and
Winter
it's-
effect.
There you go. Like, how many
You're a cunny fun, you.
how many guys could you, like, you're probably being ironic, and I'm just going to go look at them and go, oh, they're terrible, but whatever. But
No,
the
they're
fact of the matter is that
They're just
the
referring to my old band. It's so good.
bro, the
just-
industry's changed. How do you
I just
got,
wanna say, I keep thinking you're holding up a highlighter, but it's your vape. I'm like, he's taking notes.
no,
Well-
that's the pen for the notes. That's the
Oh yeah. Good man. What? So, what was the question? How do you what? Sorry.
oh,
We stumped him.
you did shit. Oh, that's right. How do you guys feel with the music industry now, considering how big the Australian metal industry's gone? Do you think there's like a mad? Do you think it's an oversaturated market?
It's very, very fine line at the moment because
Mm.
there's a few things that distinguish bands from like quote unquote local bands to like bands that like really out there and really like pushing to make to get stuff going, and it a lot of it comes down to, I guess you could say, like almost I'd say it's more like production and presence, especially like stage presence too.
I would definitely
I
agree
also
because
think
that's all that King Parrot have. We were talking about King Parrot before because
we were,
Yeah,
I also-
there's
they
nothing
have
like
a
pouring
stage-
water
like,
down.
literally
like
all they
pouring
have
water
is stage
down,
presence. Their show is nuts.
pouring water down the ass crack.
Well, regardless, it's fucking it's borderline
They
Ramstein.
do go
It's-
crazy
it's,
and they
it's
like
like it's like a bogan
climb up
version
on
of
stage.
it's like a budget version of Ramstein.
Right, okay. But you see like bands like Polaris and even Void of Vision and Thornhill notably as well. Like you see their presence on stage. Like they're obviously their music is fucking crazy, but they're the way that they like perform, that you're not just there to hear the songs. You're there to like see them.
Oh man,
And
the light
what they
show at
do.
a Polaris show, their light guys fucking second to none.
Every time I've seen Void of Vision live,
doing lights for us
Yeah.
at our last show.
Who?
Yeah, because
Ryan from
he's
Polaris.
friends with the Inertia Boys, and they got asked him to help with the lights. So Ryan was doing lights at the
Man,
show.
lights can make such a difference at a show. Like I
Oh,
remember,
yeah.
I remember seeing North Lane, and it was the last show with the original singer,
Oh, the best one, Adrian.
Adrian.
How dare you?
oh, here
That's
we go.
heresy.
Here we go.
So okay,
Here we
so
go.
it was one of the last shows with Adrian at the Oxford Art Factory with Volumes.
Oh,
Mm.
it's interesting.
Now I'm a massive Volumes fan.
I
They're
do
pretty
enjoy
good.
some
I
volumes.
love Volumes. I love
Their recent
new
songs
album is
lately
just
have been
fucking-
fucking amazing.
Happier is just fucking so good.
Yeah,
Yep.
Like that
definitely.
whole thing is just fucking unreal.
I think
Yeah.
every time I've seen Void of Vision live, Jack is climbing something.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
I love it. I've seen him at Unify a couple times and the Good Things Festival, and every time he's climbing the fucking scaffolding. He'll find something. I'm climbing that. That's what I love about it.
You guys Killswitch fans?
I
Howard.
used to be.
Howard
so,
Jones era?
So you're in the Howard era. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a Howard story. So we saw me and my dad. Big shout out to Petey.
Let's go, Petey.
Me and my dad went to the Killswitch show at the Red Room.
Oh yeah.
Back when it was the Red Room and it was really
Wait,
good
where's
venue.
that?
Fox Studios, right near Fox Studios.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And there used to be a balcony on the second level, and he's fucking climbed up the fucking full stacks, and was shaking people's hand. It was probably like 20, 30 feet up, and everyone's going fucking drop down, drop down, drop down. Have you guys seen Howard Jones?
Yeah.
The dude's probably like 130 kilos.
I think that's
No.
I think he's just bulk more than
But
anything.
regardless, it's 130 kilos of bulk.
Yeah.
And he
Bulk's
just
everything.
turned around and dropped off a 30-foot stack. I watched 40 people go down in one go. Funny.
You know what?
Me and me old man, I was standing next to me old man, and we're looking at him going, and I went, stand back. we moved back about 5 feet, and he just took out a whole bunch of people.
Fuck yeah.
But like what I'm leading into with this is that all your like that whole fucking EP is just at like it's literally at this fucking energy level the whole time. How do you guys manage to really follow up that sort of energy? Because
Steroids.
I guess it's like an expectation now.
It's just a thing of like
Doing it again, but better. I
yeah,
guess.
Do it again, but that's
watched
what we used to
and-
get. That's what, bro.
Yeah.
That literal sentence is what we used to get told in the studio. Yeah, you can do it like that, but just do it better.
Take it up a notch. That's it.
That's how we got
Some-
told every time we did, like every time Rowan played a riff. Play it again, but good.
Yeah. It's no, it's just a thing of like, we watch these live videos of bands like North Lane and Architects and Polaris, and every time we're like, fuck, they're good live. And it's just a thing of wanting to be that good live and wanting to be that band that can replicate the EP or the songs in the studio live while also having a good live show and good stage presence. It's
really
just
the
like,
selling points in the carryover.
because I remember
best EP
seeing,
in the world.
yeah, I remember seeing. I think it was for Northlane's Mesmer tour. I've told stories about like every single Northlane tour I've ever seen.
Bro,
But
this is mate. We're all about here to talk about experiences.
yeah, so it was on their Mesmer tour and Sworn In was opening, and I love Sworn In. Sworn In are great.
Fucking yeah.
And I just remember seeing them live and just being like, this is shit. Like their singer kept running out of breath and couldn't. The cleans were so off pitch, and their drummer kept falling out of
Cigarettes
time,
and
and their guitarist was going really crazy, but like wasn't hitting some of the notes. I was just like, you don't want to be that band that people in the audience are like, "Ugh," like.
That's like I'd have to argue it's pretty much every Ocean's 8 Alaska show that I've seen or heard. Like there's like albums and everything, they're tight as hell. Their drummer is amazing live, but then you listen to them live and like their singer is like his screams aren't as what you expect, and his cleans are nowhere near that good, and like the whole live performance is just weak, which is a shame because they're such a great band.
Well, that's what I actually want to talk to you about, and it's because I think that's what separates good Aussie bands from great Aussie bands. And it's like you had Northlane who did what they did without the current members that they have.
Yep.
And then they've now got the current members that they have, and they've actually taken a step further into the industry. And you look at Polaris, and they really shook up the whole thing. Like really shook up the whole thing. Oh,
Yeah.
Hi from New York. Oh, bro, he did a custom prosthetic inspired by Deadbeat.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh yeah, that's right.
What?
That's hectic.
Thank you so much for watching.
This
Far
is my
out.
good friend Gabrielle. She's
Mate, this is what I'm talking. This is why, as soon as I heard you, like I literally had no idea about your guys' numbers until the last 3 days, because I've been so fucking busy with just general shit. Like I was a fan. You guys had me, regardless of what
thanks,
your
man.
regardless of what your fucking numbers were. You guys had me, lock, stock, smoke and barrel. Well, I had a look at the numbers this week, and I went, hold on a second. This is a fucking unreal. Like what you guys have accomplished in a year, bands do not. Some band, like I said this before, some bands do not do in their lifetime.
Yeah,
What-
so it's a fucking shock to us.
bro, like you guys deserve every single, like regardless of I guess what happens next, and honestly all I want to do is see you guys progress and fucking kill it. You guys have got resume,
Fuck yeah.
and that's something that no one can ever. That's I have Jackson. What lyrics do you have tattooed?
I love him. I love him a little bit.
Look,
Mate,
I think
look at this. It's getting better as the night goes on.
yeah, it's good. I think like one thing that we really want to do with this new EP is really like push ourselves like heaps hard to see what we can do in terms of creating songs and go crazy with them. Just because we want to experiment as much as possible, and then also we want to step it up with how we go live as well. We want to make it like a full on like experience that you're going to remember every single time you come see us, and
This is
you know, a bit of like an opium sort of thing. We want you to like be hooked on us.
Want to go to
sort
the
of.
show?
absolutely gonna inject free dose of heroin with every hard
Well,
copy.
bro,
That's
like,
right.
If,
We're gonna
if I can't think of what to listen to, Ghost Complex just comes on, because I know it's gonna tick. It's just gonna hit everything right. Like I don't know. You know what? I'll just put this on.
Well, this is what I was saying earlier. Is like we're very proud of Dark Matter, but you know, Rowan and I going back and listening to it and being like, we can change this and we can step this up. We can do this better. We can do this better than this better.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's sort of exciting to like see the natural progression of Dark Matter and like just the amount of ideas we had, and like that we've got so many little bits and pieces of demos of what we want to do, and we're sort of starting to narrow it down into what the EP is going to be like, and we're just sort of keen to because again, we love dark matter. We're proud of it, but it's like
Well, especially with
We
Eddie
started
now,
writing it.
throwing Eddie into the mix would really throw a new dynamic, considering you had half the EP done.
and also like our taste just like January of 2019, we started writing that, and now it's just we're into more things, we're into different things, and we just want to keep, pushing it and evolving, and especially having Eddie and how involved he was in our new single that's coming out soon is like there's just so much more to work with, and we're just sort of keen to get into all of it.
Mate, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. So good to see you guys doing so well. Thank you, Rowan, for jumping on. I know it's your birthday.
Oh no, it's okay. I just
His
got back.
birthday
I was
yesterday.
like, oh yeah, it's still going. Fuck yeah.
He gets no special rights today. It was his birthday yesterday, so we're back to giving him shit all day, every day.
That's right. Just
You're
you
giving him
win
shit
some, you lose
yesterday.
some.
I'm going to ask each of you a question. Okay, Jackson. Jackson,
Yep.
the last album you listened to, full thing.
It was actually so. Me and my mate John, one of my best mates, is what we do is we sometimes take vinyl, and he's got this really cool, massive speaker system of like sheer speakers, and he's got this room with a record player, and we'll just sometimes go into there and just listen to an entire album. So the last album I listened to from front to back was Siamese Dreams by Smashing Pumpkins.
Interesting.
Wow.
Because like
Wow.
sometimes I'll be like, hey, there's this album I really, and he's like a really like, he likes everything, and he grew up on like the Beatles and Smashing Pumpkins and Nine Inch Nails and like all this sort of 90s and 60s rock.
Because I'll be
And
honest,
so-
like, to me, I'm probably going to be a fucking social price. Smashing Pumpkins kick the shit out of Nirvana. There you go.
I agree.
I fucking said it.
Wait, don't Nirvana have more than one song, right?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. There you go.
Like-minded people. The Kurt Cobain effect. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what's the song called? That it literally talks about that. Where like everyone just sings the lyrics, but they don't understand the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't fucking remember the name of the song.
Is that the Weird Al one?
No, I don't know. But like, there's a song where he goes on about people. It's pretty much saying like people, like everyday people, singing the lyrics to the songs, but they don't understand the meaning of the songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that's anyway, that's what
I could honestly say I've never, like, I tried, I saw someone try to put, like, someone put up, like, it's the best Nirvana album ever, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to fucking listen to this. I got through 2 songs, and went, nah.
Yeah, no, okay.
I mean, grunge is like still a very particular thing. Like grunge has made its comeback recently,
Oh, bro,
and it's still one of those things. Like I get convinced by my mates to listen to Violent Soho all the time. I'm just like, no, I don't like it at all.
Don't you fucking say that. I'm
Eh,
a fucking
it's
massive,
okay, sorry.
I am a
Eddie,
massive Violent Soho
Oh.
fan. Bro,
Sorry, Eddie. Eddie listens to Tool.
Waco.
Sorry.
Pardon?
Eddie
was that?
listens to Tool, so he can't really talk. Don't worry.
Who's that?
Tool, the band that plays the same like note over and over again for 6 minutes for song.
Oh
That-
my god. Rowan, we're soulmates. Rowan, we're soulmates. We're soulmates.
We were
I
giving
can't-
him shit for this yesterday. He was
Why?
going on about prog bands, and I was like,
Bro,
oh yeah, I love how Tool play the same section for 45 minutes.
I'm going to go on the record. I fucking hate Tool. I've been to so
Yep.
many shows. I fucking hate Tool. Do you know who I love?
I hate Tool
Okay.
fans.
A
I
Perfect
hate
Circle.
Tool fans very much.
I love A Perfect Circle. Structured Tool.
Perfect Circle are fantastic.
Structured Tool. That's all
Yeah,
it
that's-
is. It's just Structured Tool.
So is Pussifer.
I hate that name so much.
But then, like, I went to that Tool show last one they played at.
2014 or something was the last time they ever came to this country.
Oh no, it was a bit more recent than that. I got box seats with my old guitarist.
I don't remember.
Gotta say, at that point, I understand why a Tool show is very good.
Visually their
Visually,
shows
it's
are
fantastic.
amazing. Yeah.
Here's my issue with Tool. Fuck, the guitarist is lazy.
See, that's why I
can't-
prefer Tool as a bassist because I love
And
Justin Pencel's
that's
bass
what I
riffs.
get as a bassist. I completely fucking understand, but
Thank you, Gabrielle.
like, like my old bass player Timmy, he's like, you gotta listen to this album. You know, you like you're a stoner. Fucking, you gotta listen to it. I'm just like, okay. And I sat here and I got my mad headphones on. I got my JBLs on. And I'm fucking listening to it. I'm just like, fuck this guitarist, man. Fuck this guitarist. And he's, you know what? He's probably like the best thing in the fucking world. The drums is a next level. The drums in Tool are just fucking something to be awed at.
Yeah.
The heavy bass lines are really...
It's just how Justin makes his bass lines is what's inspired me a lot.
And look, I get Tool as a whole, as a progressive metal band, when they say that each person is their own individual. I now understand why Maynard doesn't get up on the front of the stage, because it's supposed to be a unison thing where no one's at the front. It's all you listen to what you want to listen to. Like, I get that, but fucking hell.
I mean, I get that with half of their songs. Like, it's their main songs that I enjoy, and then there's a whole
Sober
bunch
is the
of...
fucking greatest thing ever made.
So, like, yeah, there's, like, songs like that, and, like, they have a whole heap of songs I listen to, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is actually not good. Even their new album, people frothed over that. I'm just like, I didn't
10
get
years too late, man. As
Yeah,
far as I
pretty
was
much.
concerned. Like, yeah, it was alright. But...
In the words of Nat
was-
Sherwood, that's outdated, fam. Gang, gang.
No, but in
Gang,
saying
gang,
that,
gang,
though,
man.
but in
Gang,
saying
gang.
that, that's what I'm talking about, cult followings across the world.
Yeah.
How you guys have got this real little... I don't want to say niche, because it's not niche. Metal isn't niche. But you've spanned off your first EP literally across the world, 107 countries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
pretty
far.
fucking wild.
Bro, that's... When you take
Again, for a while, Lithuanian top 5. Good on yous.
mate, dude, the marketing, I guess it's not a matter of if, it's when for you boys. I think that's what I feel just off listening, and I really hope my gut feeling's right, and I really hope I'm like not jinxing you, because I don't think I'm a jinx.
Touch wood.
I'm not.
Uh,
I just,
okay.
nah. Bro, you guys were fucking well ahead of where I was when I even heard of you boys. So I can only imagine it just, yeah. It just all depends on, I guess, you guys. How far you want to take it.
It was in our court.
Bro, you guys have literally got fucking anything you guys want to do. Like,
yeah.
what?
I was saying to Rowan and oh, I think maybe it's in the group chat. But it's so weird because when we released Dark Matter, no one cared about it. But now we've got people like weekly messaging me or our band page or something saying, "Oh, when's new music? When's merch? When are we getting CDs?" And I'm just like, it's going to be so weird to actually release music to an audience.
I think
This
the
time
thing
around.
that is surprising to us is we've generated hype. Is one of
Yeah.
the main things.
Because
Like, people are
that was
hyped
a
for our next
three-piece.
release.
That's not natural.
It isn't natural. No, that's right.
Nah.
Threesomes aren't natural, you know? They're just not.
Unless you're in a polygamy relationship, in which case 5 can be natural.
I cared about. Tipo cared about. Dark Matter.
in the whole band aspect, and
Yeah.
and Tipo says I cared about Dark Matter. I refresh the chat. It's amazing
Yeah,
what happens
he-
when you
Fuck
refresh chat.
He listened to Hypnosis, and then was just
Bro, that-
commenting on every single one of our.
This is
Our,
what gets, how the fuck hasn't Hypnosis hit like 1 million? Because that song's a fucking banger.
Yeah, it's pretty full on. I think my favorite part about that song is the dubstep sounds at the very end, because I was
That's-
just like, yeah, I want dubstep sounds in this song.
Yeah,
And at the very end, in the last chorus, when it like repeats itself, it like has these little like dubstep growls just underneath everything. It's very subtle, but it's there though.
Here's
And,
what I
yeah.
want to know, Rowan. That
Yeah,
sound,
but-
you get that like that.
The harmonic sound, or like if for
Is
the
that
main
just
riff,
like, is that just like a press down in a fucking pool?
that's which you mean? Oh, when in the chorus,
Well, just the opening riff. That I don't know. I
Harmonic.
don't know
Oh,
what it
yeah,
is. It's that.
harmonic.
Second fret
It's a second
harmonic.
fret harmonic. That's what it is. You just
So
it's
it's
like
hang on, I'll
big
show you.
open note and then on the second fret. Just lightly on the second fret.
Because that's what got me.
So
Because I'm
this
looking
is-
at you playing that
you
thing,
fully-
and I'm like, oh,
if you
that's
fully
such
press
a
down-
fucking nice guitar.
it's like $20.
Jackson as a Jackson.
Yeah, it's so if you fully press down the note, you actually get like the note. But if you just lightly rest your finger
You
on
get-
it, you get this.
This little
That comes out
metallic noise.
right through your.
But that's what it is.
I know, I'm just trying to.
No,
Demonstrate.
but that's what I'm saying. It's like I would put that riff in honestly probably one of my top 10 riffs. For
Thanks, I
anyone
wrote it.
that- Bro, that is up there with one hand. No. Look, I've been listening.
No.
Look, I like my music. It's realistically the only thing that keeps me fucking centered in this whole fucking world, other than my wife and kids. Like, music really keeps me centered. That riff is up there with One Hand Killing.
Yeah.
That
12-foot
riff
ninja.
is
What's
nuts.
one hand killing?
Ba, ba, ba,
When you punch
da,
someone
da,
hips like
da.
this and you kill them.
Yeah.
Bro,
The 12-foot one,
but this,
Jackson.
what gets me is that the basicness of that riff. And look, when you watch the playthrough, it is nothing fucking special. And I'll be honest, mate, you watch it, but I watch the playthrough, and if I had a 6-string guitar, I can't do that. I have to make sure I have the right guitar. I have to make sure I have the right. There is so much that goes on in between that simple riff
Thanks, Zoe.
that makes it so fucking big. Like I can't get my head around it.
Mm.
What?
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I get what you mean. It's really hard to explain, but like, yeah, it's so fucking simple. It's like
But
I
that's
think
such
the
a big
hardest.
impact.
Yeah, that's right. Because it's just the one thing is just like it's just constantly triplets the whole time, triplet. It doesn't stop. Like the whole thing doesn't stop. Even like after the main riff and you go into the verse, it's still the harmonic triplets.
Yeah.
And then you go into this like what sugary type like little riff thing, and then you go back into the harmonics triplets. It's just constant the whole time. I remember tabbing the song out, and it's just triplets the whole time. I'm just like, oh, I didn't realize it was like this the whole time, but you know,
But
shit
that's what
happens, I
makes
guess.
it excellent.
Yeah,
Like,
it pulled
the
off really
best
well.
the best riffs in the world are the ones that everyone can play, as long as they got the right stuff.
Yeah.
And everyone can enjoy playing. It's simple. That song
Yeah.
is like
If you can sing
if you
it,
did
then
a
it's a good
playthrough
riff.
and you told everyone exactly what you needed, anyone could pick up and at least have a crack at trying to make that sound.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
that's what makes a truly timeless riff. It's like Smoke on the Water. It's fucking 035. Do you know what I mean?
So simple, but it's so effective. Yeah, that's right.
Exactly. It has such a big impact. Love it. You guys are borderline musical geniuses as far as I'm concerned. But this is just coming from a outsider's perspective that dabbled around in the band scene. If you'd like to have a watch at what I've done, go watch it. I'm not going to show it here. Watch that in spare time.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I
But
will.
for the whole part of it, it's just art in simplicity.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
you know what I mean. And you guys obviously take it seriously enough where you can actually have fun with it. Because like you guys said, you guys walked into that studio, you guys didn't actually know how much work you guys had done, but you guys had actually gotten all done.
Yeah, that's right. It was pretty good.
And that's,
Yeah.
I think that's where art, art, I guess music, art is
Inspiration as
music.
well.
I guess that's where it finds that middle ground where you have a lot of fun, but it just
Yeah.
comes out perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you find
That's 100% what it is.
do you guys reckon that'll be hard to replicate on the next?
I think
No, I think a lot. What I'll let Rowan talk after because he's been writing a lot for it as well. But for the stuff I've been writing, is I don't do well with the really intricate techie riffing. So a lot of the stuff I've just been trying to hone in on is like the really groove focused stuff. That's just gets you moving and all that stuff. But yeah, Rowan's really good at writing the really intricate techie riffs, and I'm sort of like, I know what I can do, so I'm just sort of focusing on the stuff that makes, like scrunch
Impactful.
face.
Make
Yeah.
a good face sort of thing.
Mm.
So like yeah, it's the same. Like going into like writing this EP. I mean, it's you, when you hear the new song properly, like you'll see pretty much that's going to be a massive taste for what the EP is going to be like. I think.
Well, just the phrasing
Uh,
off Jackson, just off the 20 seconds that we heard,
Yeah,
I can
it's,
already tell that you guys are obviously bringing a lot of energy to the
And the
next EP.
Well, the people
You
that heard
guys
live
set
was-
expectations
that's it.
now.
Prick,
No,
Prick
that-
Jackson.
No, you guys, no. Look, and this isn't my fault. This is your fault. You guys set expectations now.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
no, sorry. There's a message in the chat.
yeah, we saw it.
Yeah.
Saw it. Yeah. Look, we got massive stuff ahead of us. I think a lot of it's just it's sitting down and just think. Like I know for me when I write, like Jackson's saying, I write intricate riffs and stuff. But what I do is I like to sit down, think about the riff in my head, and just not play the guitar at all. And then once I think I have a solid idea of what I want the riff to sound like, then I'll just start writing it. And that's how Kronos came to be. The whole main riff in Kronos, which is the last song on the EP, that song, that riff was just from me sitting down thinking about how I wanted the riff to sound and then just randomly doing it. So,
Rowan
pretty
also,
much-
what he does really, really well is he'll program out the bass parts,
first,
like the
Or-
guitar parts on bass. So
you,
he sort
you
of-
program
he
out
can-
your root notes of where you want to be, where you want it to
Yeah.
sort of be.
So
Well, I
he'll
program the
basically
bass,
write out
and
the
I can
riff
just, like-
note by note, and then play the guitar to it, and then be like, okay, can this be better? And then he'll sort of rearrange it, and then work on altering the bass part.
I'll make like a bass, like I guess you could say bass riff, like BASE, not as in bass
Yeah,
guitar.
Like
Like
it's like bass to mouth.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's it. So I'll make like a
Bass
bass
to
idea
trout.
of the riff. Yeah, and then I'll go back over it and I'll be like, okay, I want to redo this, I want to redo that, I want to change that, and so I'll go back through it and redo it. And then one of the things as well that we're also gonna do on this EP is just the synths and stuff like that. We just really want to be playing around with synths and stuff. Like it's gonna be
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
Do you guys do
Very
that
hectic.
in house?
Mention like
sorry.
The synth stuff. Do you guys do that in house? Because I
Yeah,
noticed
so
I noticed you got the keyboard behind you.
Yeah, I do a little bit of sound design. I actually really like making like dubstep sounds. I actually made a dubstep sound out of Jackson's voice one time just because I
Yeah.
felt like it. And so I like doing like stuff like that. But a lot of it's just just fucking around with presets and a shit ton of distortion and reverb, and they're just making some really like dissonant or like hectic melodies that go over the top. And our producer Nat, he's also really really good at just finding the perfect sounds that fit as well. So what we'll do is we'll get like an idea of what we want to do and sound wise. Then we'll take it to him, and then we'll pretty much just refine it from there once we get it all like tracked and everything.
There are even times when I'll come up with like a guitar part and then send it to Rowan and be like, come up with some electronic stuff to put over this. Because he's always been very good at electronic sound design, which is why it's such a big part of our sound. Is because we like gent.
What do you
and
listen to
Rowan-
in your spare time, Rowan?
I listen to a lot of stuff. I listen to I actually listen to a lot of like Skrillex. I listen to a lot of Porter Robinson. He's got some really cool sound design and stuff in his stuff. I listen to like some pop punk and some old school like 80s rock and shit. And then just
Deftones.
I like to listen to Loathe and Sleep Token as well a lot. And
listen to Deftones.
yeah, I've got it. I'm a bit lazy when it comes to experiencing new artists. I will say that. Like
Honestly,
I
if
don't do it all.
you want some like balls out 7 and 8 string stuff, and Stephen Carpenter actually plays one of his guitar parts purely on a bass on a 4-string.
Right, fucking hell.
The guy's a fucking absolute animal. The tone, and this is what got me with you guys. Your tone just reminds me of so much like that. It's got old school appeal with new school flavor, and that's what I can pinpoint it. That's what got me.
Yeah,
got
it's
that
right.
7. You got that fucking 7-string, real fucking low end, like, ugh. But then you do it melodically and you do it properly.
Yep.
It's not.
Which,
My big, when I first started listening to Periphery, I thought it was noise because it was so busy,
yeah, I felt that too when I first listened.
and it was really big. Like, bro, 3 7-string guitarists,
Yeah.
3 7.
Three-
Like,
I know,
let's just put that
fucking
into
crazy.
perspective. Like 3 7-string guitarists, 3 7-string guitarists.
Mhm.
and
you
then
had a drummer
Nolly on a
who's-
6-string as well.
and exactly, and then you had Nolly, the absolute fucking freak.
Or
When-
Mitch Mitchell, you mean?
I love the one.
Michael from Vsauce.
Michael Vsauce here.
I can't
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
it's still going. We're nearly going on 3 hours, boys.
Oh fuck!
Holy shit!
Bro,
Time
this,
flies.
honestly, you
Solid.
guys have actually hit my longest stream.
Fuck yeah. Heck
And you,
bruh.
mate.
This
'cause-
Long,
'cause
long,
it's
so-
we've
this-
hit your longest stream so far. be back.
Nah, bro.
Oh, we'll be back.
this calls for some celebration.
Falling short, yeah, right. Falling short of probably me getting a fucking massive band. Oh, fuck. Who is that? That's Eddie.
It's me.
That's Eddie.
That's when I had short hair.
Eddie, what happened? You looked so sexy in that picture.
Oh, bro.
no,
McDonald's
that's not
happened.
good. Yeah. Oh.
McDonald's is so good.
I know. I had some earlier today. It was great.
I live 10
Max
meters
and
from
weed.
a fucking Max.
Yeah,
VB.
that's right. Yeah, oh yeah, fucking. Oh,
So
that.
fucking VBs.
Baby, 20 to 8 in the fucking morning, you dog cunt.
Yeah, bro. I'm pretty much that guy.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's hard.
Didn't he get like a fucking lifetime supply of
He
VB
did.
or something?
He did. He was like a
Pretty bad.
permanent advertisement.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Zoe
sure he got it.
McKillen, man, thank you so much for joining in. Dude, you guys. So, this week, I finally hit my 1,000 viewers.
Fucking alright.
And man,
fucking go.
you guys tonight,
Let's fucking go, baby.
mate. I'm like, I'm feeling like Joe Rogan. Just fucking, the air's getting really thin up here. I'm
Yeah,
such a
fuck
dickhead.
yeah.
I fucking hate myself sometimes. Fuck, I love Joe Rogan, but he's a dickhead sometimes.
Oh, it happens to the best of us, you know.
But this is what I love. Like, I've learned so much from you guys because you guys have. You guys are new metal in the new metal, like in the new metal world. Like I don't know how. It's like you've transcended new metal and you made it new metal. Because of the fact that
There are layers to there I cannot comprehend at the moment.
yeah.
It's paradoxical new
No,
metal.
but do you know what I mean? Like you guys have, like I said before in the stream, you guys have sat there and you've done your research and you guys know exactly what you want to play.
Yeah.
Zero compromise.
That's right.
And that's what I feel like when I listen to your music. There was no like, oh, okay, we'll just do this. Everything in your EP had a purpose. Everything was set the way it needed to. It was meticulous.
Yeah. It's yeah, we're very proud of it. We're like super happy to move on from that sound and sort of get this new stuff out there, which we're very excited to finish working on. But
Yep.
yeah, I don't think we'll ever be one of those bands. Like even now that you know, our taste in music have shifted and moved on a bit. I don't think we'll ever be one of those bands that looks back at our first release and goes, "Oh, that was shit." Like
No,
we put everything we had
Sorry,
into
bud,
that EP.
200
We went to
200,000 hits. You can't.
we went to
You
one of the
can't say
best
shit.
producers.
I would dare say that you guys are fucking probably pumping up there. I really, God, just kill it. Just fucking hurry up and rape everyone in the face and fucking just kill it.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Some of these ones.
Open invitation. Like, serious.
Hey Brent, how you doing, champ?
Don't sit on it too long.
No,
all
we
I gotta
won't.
say,
We're
man,
gonna
because seriously, like you don't want to become, I guess, like the, what was that, Anvil band. You don't want to become that cult and nostalgia thing that your first hit was fucking like,
Yeah.
because you guys got so much potential. And you guys are so young, so lucky.
We've got
we're like we're the better artisan, pretty much.
yeah, we're just artisan but good.
No, bro.
Artisan are all our friends, by the way. We're very good friends with all of them. We just did this thing of like,
Okay, I'm gonna show you my page.
Fuck yeah.
What you guys have actually got me to write down of all different bands that I fucking use it as coaster.
Oh my god, yeah, hell yeah.
Bro, when I say I write shit down, Yeah, like a
Wait,
right
did you
shit down.
come listen to the new Mirkwood single?
Ooh. It's got written
Mirkwood,
down.
Murkwood. They're
You already wrote that down.
our drummer who filled in for us. It's his band, his new band.
Yeah.
Because I will go literally. We'll finish your stream.
Yep.
And I'll be
You wanna check them
buzzing,
out?
and I'll go through and watch a whole bunch of these and listen to a whole bunch of these. But thank you guys so much. But
No worries.
Can you give us a little bit, like maybe like close release date,
Oh.
like a month.
If everything goes to
Let-
plan,
if
Because
Yeah, again, we have-
I am honestly I'm killing to know. I'm killing to know.
I'll
if
say that
everything goes to plan with the filming next weekend, and if the editing goes smoothly,
If Eddie's not too hard to edit down, then yeah.
it'll
Strap it
be less than a month if everything goes
Yeah.
according to plan.
up. Perfect.
hopefully,
However, our plans have a tendency to get railed. I'm just saying
Dude,
that's the
you
plan.
Okay.
That's what our goal is. But, you know,
You know what? I really hope that, because I actually posted this on a random Facebook page full of metalheads. Hopefully, some of
yeah.
them watched it.
Hello,
But
metalheads.
you guys have like, how do you guys bring out? I want to call you dicks. How do you guys bring out an EP that fucking hits 200,000? It's because you're fucking mad, and you guys know what the fuck you're doing. That is literally the this three here is a brain trust like I've never fucking seen. Like
So-
we do like to do weekly dockings with each other just to make sure that we can keep up our energy.
just
Well,
just
piano
know
trainer?
what everyone's thinking.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We dock and then we all just like like a humming like Jackson does
Brainstorm.
Mongolian.
No,
Well, together in tragedy thing, the
it's
mega-
bullshit.
we all pull out our second penis to complete the triangle.
And we also pull out like attach nuts to each other. They have like three nut like person.
It's
as
gonna be
well.
like that South
Not
Park.
Jackson,
It's
though,
gonna be like
because-
that South Park episode where they insert the crab locks into the crab locks and
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we just like we sometimes like tie them into a pretzel, and then we do some Mongolian throat singing, and then like talk like to like really like make sure.
Don't
we're
you
on
fucking
page.
no, I'm too smashed. I can do it. I can't do it. No, I can't.
The Mongolian throat singing.
Ooh,
Beans, what the fuck?
Fun fact, Eclipse actually has that in it.
We've literally hit the fucking limit.
Let's fucking go.
But,
We have ascended.
Yeah. No, like as much as I would like to say that Rowan and I are basically the modern day Paul McCartney and John Lennon of songwriters, it's like we had we had so many demos and we just put so much work into it, and on top of that we just had a lot of amazing people helping us and steering us in the right direction. Like EP wouldn't be as good without our producer Nat. Our friend Mackenzie, who was the guy who filled in our most recent show, who also came in and helped. Mark Williamson, the guy who helped with my vocals and
is in inertia.
And is in inertia. Yeah, it was like we worked really, really hard on it, and we put everything we had into it, and we still also had help from some amazing people, and it's just, we just had some really, really good people around us, and we just put everything we had into it.
Man, it shows.
We'll announce the
100%
release
shows.
in the shower tonight. Don't worry.
Bro,
And
how
also we
does
dock
that, okay,
regular basis.
here's what I want to know. You hit the first 1,000.
Yeah.
Streams on Spotify.
Yeah, we're edging.
Then you hit the 10,000.
Yep.
Then you hit the 20. Then you start getting to the 50. Okay, how does that actually, like for an independent artist to walk in with their first EP? What does that I guess fucking dopamine must be going through your fucking brain like a fucking fire trap? Like, cause it just be going, fuck, I'm doing something right here. Like look at these numbers, but does it give you a fear of what comes next? Because you guys have fucking done so well on your first EP.
A little bit. It's sort of
Tipo Cap. That's Cap. Yeah, go on.
You got whoever wants to answer.
It is scary. Like it is a lot of pressure. I guess you could say more than anything. I think the one thing though that gives us a bit more of like a sense of security for it is that like because of the way that we approaching writing this one, we're hoping that it's just going to be like what you listen to but 10 times better. So all those people that now have listened to us can then we got a following now. So we're not going into this like dry. We're not raw dogging this. We're like full on like lubed up and everything to go sort of thing. So we can
love it. I'm not raw dogging it. Yes.
We have that that audience there already, so we can release this out and be like, yep, this is what we're doing. You know?
Well, 107 countries.
Yeah, that's right.
Like 107 countries. Like that's nothing to be fucking. Bro, it's nothing to be fucking snobbed at.
No, it's not. Definitely not.
It's fucking unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like it's not unbelievable in the sense that yes, you guys deserve it, but
it is kind of. It's hard to comprehend because, as I said at the beginning, is like seeing the numbers is one thing, but there's a certain point where you're like, oh, that's so cool, but it's also just numbers on your phone at a certain point, and it's really hard to comprehend just how many people. Because I remember there was a day, like maybe 2-3 weeks after the EP had just been released.
Yep.
And the stats were we've got on our phones Spotify for Artists, which shows you all the statistics and shit, and it shows you how many people have listened in the last week, how many people are listening currently. And I remember looking at it, I'm like, there's fucking 60 people listening to the EP right now.
Daily.
Yeah. And I was just like, holy shit, and just seeing it going up. But like to actually comprehend that those are individual people is insane. And it's difficult to do over just seeing numbers go up.
Just to put a bit of comprehension on this, I've had Teppo come in and say, proud to be a part of the Portugal audience. Teppo.
He's
very
much from
my brother.
Victoria.
Like, is he actually from Portugal or is he bullshit?
No, he's bullshit.
Wow. Thanks, man. Thanks. You're just like...
Just crushed his dream.
That hurt me.
Portugal, Omega Law. Meant to live in Portugal, Omega
You've
Law.
got to fly to Portugal, you bastard.
Portugal
Well, no,
to
I
New
had
Zealand to Spain.
That hurts. I thought I was going international.
Oh yeah, you had Gabrielle, who's New York.
Oh yeah, I did have a New Yorker. That's beautiful. I love it. I love it. Guys, 3 hours. We're gonna end it there.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna call the stream, but we're gonna have a little chat afterwards.
Sounds like
Sounds good.
I never end it. I end it now, but we have an off-stream chat where we can just talk. But yeah, guys, this is how I like to try and leave. What is the Ghost Complex mantra, I guess,
Hugs, not drugs.
like code of conduct, I guess, life lessons. Like what is the things that Ghost Complex sticks by?
Never leave an unplugged plug unplugged.
Fuck. That's a good one.
I don't know. I think if there's anything like, I think whatever the fuck I said before, I can't remember, but it's pretty much just like
the Ghost Complex
do it again, but better. You know, that's
Do it like that, but better. I like it. I like
that's
it.
I think that's
just
exactly
means
what we're kind of living by at the moment. Every single show we're going to that sort of same mindset, and every single release now we're doing the same thing. You know,
it's just we're not settling like I was telling you when we were in the studio, and we wouldn't ever just go with something like, oh yeah, that'll do. It's always got to be, that's it. That's the that's the riff. That's the drum part. That's the bass line. You know, it's got to be like, we're not going to settle for anything that's like, that'll do.
I like it. I like it. Enough is never enough.
That's right.
I actually have a little annihilator on behalf of Ghost Complex. I would like to thank Matthew Van Hoots, who's unfortunately can't be with us tonight, for his hard work, dedication, and support.
I miss Matt.
Yeah, and Matt's actually a really good mate. He's actually come to quite a lot of our shows as well. And he's a really close mate from school and stuff. So
Well,
shout out to him. He's a
Annihilator
fucking
says nothing would be possible without him.
yeah.
No, he's absolutely right.
He's hit out. We have a Discord server as well where we have like a few people and stuff like that, and notifications, stuff like that. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I sent it.
I'll send you an invite.
Matt's a fucking legend. We love him.
Mate, it's so good when you see dedicated fans like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like we used to have one. He might have come and seen your shows, Daniel Kenji Shinoda.
Oh yeah, I know him.
Yeah,
There
he's a
you
legend.
go, man. Big shit.
Legend.
I hope you never know, he might be watching, but big shout out. That he used to come to all our shows and he used to hit me up on Facebook and shit, and he was a dedicated fan, and it's dedicated fans like those that make shows all worth it at the end of the day.
Oh, he's such a. I remember he came to see our old band and he was asking us to like sign his set list and get a picture with him. And we're like, mate, we've put out one song. Like, he's just like, oh, but you guys are so great. And he's such a legend.
Yeah, he's a fucking good dude.
There you go. There's the link
Thank you.
to that in the chat. So if anyone wants to join the Ghost Complex Discord,
Man, go and do it. Go and do it. You guys got to see everything that these guys do. Watch closely, because you'll learn some shit. 3-piece, no drama, absolutely kill it. Like, just a writing fucking machine. We're gonna end it there, guys. Mate, say goodnight to everyone.
good night.
Yeah, well,
everybody.
thanks everyone for watching.
Mate,
Thank you for watching.
Thank you,
thank
Tipo from Portugal,
much.
Gabrielle from New York,
Oh,
and Brent also from Portugal.
mate, all of you. This is why I do what I do for you people, and to get these guys out here, or these guys out there, as much as I can, because at the end of the day, these guys do all the work. I just talk shit to them and drink beer. And all you guys watching make all it worth it. Please like, subscribe, do all that cool shit.
Subscribe to Beer.
Turn
Actually,
the
I'm not
notification on to get a
subscribed.
video and notification every single time it goes live.
Hit that bell button,
Yeah,
bitch.
hit the bell. Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Hit the fucking bell.
Hit the bell.
All right, champions. See you next Friday.
Yeah, see you.
See you.
Take it easy, boys.